Both alive and present.
Good.
He's alive and dead.
You said present. You never said dead.
I said dead. I'm God. I get to decide.
You're not God
yet. We haven't started.
Yeah.
We started 5
You're
minutes
only
ago,
God
bitch.
once we
I'm
log into
God
the
as of
game.
5 minutes ago.
Mhm.
God.
You are God of a limited dimension.
Which began
Mhm.
5 minutes ago.
No. You are not God of Travis. You are God of Travis's character in your game. So when Travis says he's
You know
alive
what?
and
Agree to
present,
disagree.
no.
I'm with you, God.
Thanks.
Burn the heretics.
That's fucking right.
Well,
You only
But
say
which
that because
ones?
you're also a god of a limited degree.
It's because I'm an inquisitor of Chris
Pharasma.
Rasma.
Chris Rasmus, nice.
Oh God, ew.
Hey.
That's disgusting.
I do not worship my boyfriend. I don't think that's the way a relationship should be.
I mean,
What if you both worship each other? Isn't that?
yeah.
That's
And
also
what if
not
there's,
healthy.
what if, you
No.
know, what if it's like a roleplay thing? I feel like that's alright.
It's not what I'm into.
This one is literally a
Yeah.
roleplay thing, so it's actually okay.
Roleplay is always okay. Right?
As long as there's consent involved, yes.
Well, you agreed to play this game, so roleplay is absolutely
Damn
involved.
right.
It is a role-playing game.
Speaking of roleplay, how close are we to level 10?
Not
You
really.
just hit level 9.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, didn't we just hit level 9?
Oh, never mind.
did.
Okay, no, never mind. We're at a
Probably
medium.
not very.
We're at a medium, right? Setting.
Advanced.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay, yeah. Because I was like, wait, 71,000 because we're at like 70, 90 something, or 70 and 9.
I'm pretty sure the next level is like 105,000.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot.
If you're on a fast, it's 71,000.
Fuck that.
Mhm.
Y'all can wait.
As if we needed to get any more powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
we're
mean-
all doing quite well.
I do like power,
Yeah.
but I want to try out my new fun stuff. I haven't had a chance to yet.
Yeah, that is the one thing with fast progression is you tend to level before you actually use all your abilities. And it's, I don't know, not the best, I think.
I
feel
got a
like with
massive
fast
power spike
progression-
that I haven't gotten to play with yet. I'm
Yep.
really upset. Like,
I feel like with fast progression, it would have to be like a fucking gauntlet. Like every session, like, all right, there's 15 orcs. Like to make up for how powerful you become.
I mean,
where
to
the-
me,
the
that
challenge.
would still, it would really feel like whiplash, like fast progression to me, because one of the things that I really like about Pathfinder is that the progression feels like we've earned it. Like getting to level 10 has been like our characters have been through some shit. Like I've written out some proclamations that Havelock might whip out at some point, and I like listed our deeds, and I was like, holy shit, we actually we've done a lot to get here.
Definitely.
We've done some renownful acts.
You know, a few. Here and there.
Killing one of the, if not the most notorious necromancer in the Tri-Ustalov region. The Tri-County region. I think at level 10 you're up around like local, or you're like nationwide recognized somewhat. Or like locally.
Okay. If you guys are all ready to go,
Sure.
Walker, why don't you go ahead and give us a recap of 2 weeks ago as best you can.
we investigated the temple. and found that it was a temple to Gazra, but the statue in the center was slightly different than it should have been. It was holding an octopus and had tentacles for hair, so we suspected something fishy.
Whack-a-day, schmack-a-day-doo.
All right.
The acolytes there were less than half full, so Havelock and Ilix explored the temple invisibly and found that everyone there was evil, and there were a lot more people than the acolytes that we'd found. So instead of searching there more while the sun was up, we decided to instead canvass for rumors. We got the bartender. We gathered that the bartender knew more about the church than she was mentioning, but we didn't really gather what she knew or that it was much use. So we went around town kind of exploring, and we were headed to the apothecary. And on our way, we were walking by the beach, and a huge octopus grabbed us all. And then Havelock and Leopold swiftly murdered it after it pretty much grappled everyone except for Zoe.
Yeah. Havelock panicked so bad he forgot he literally has the ability to like teleport out of its grip.
I know. That was so funny.
And just killed it with one hand.
It's definitely more dramatic if you kill it while you're grappled than if
Definitely.
you know.
Absolutely, no question.
Says the guy who killed a froghemoth by like getting its tongue wrapped on his arm and like grabbing it and like literally ripping its tongue out of its body.
Yeah, I mean, that's Crumb though. I mean, it's different.
Yeah.
I mean, Havelock has always looked up to Plea, who trained him in combat, and Plea is always killing things while they're grappled, so he thought he just had to.
Mm-hmm. I like how your backstory includes that my character admires you.
No, it just includes that I trained you. I threw that admiring bit in right now, just to give myself an ego boost, because I haven't gotten to play with my new toys yet, so...
I mean, I think he does. I think he particularly admires your finesse. In ways that he does not have. He's just got like a big ass fucking meat cleaver. It's like if I just hit it hard enough,
it dies.
And brute force
chop
fails.
it in half.
Apply more brute force.
Yeah, exactly. Brute force fails. You didn't have enough brute force.
Exactly. All right.
I don't think I left anything out, but if anybody else has other notes.
You did, actually. There's a little minor detail right at the end.
Ilix had discovered that there were some like other... There was like a beast in there, or
there was
some kind of
mural
monster
of a beast called a scum.
There was also considerable indications that there was like other people that if we had turned that into a fight in the temple, it would have been probably a lot of other folks coming into it pretty quickly. From what I recall, it sounded like if battle happened, those guys would probably
there's not it sounded like there's not just a guy in charge. There's like a hierarchy,
right? And probably a
the nature of
significant
which
manpower in
like
in
cardinals
place.
and priests.
Yeah.
The detail that I have written down here that seems to be missing is that you guys had cut off a tentacle from the octopus, and you were heading to the apothecary to, I guess, ask about it or maybe try to sell it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Havelock is carrying that. That's why I don't have it written down.
Yeah, I think I cut its tentacle off, and I'm carrying it over my shoulder. And there was one dude on the shore, like everybody was just staring at us, and there was like one dude on the shore who was like, "Woo! Yeah!" And was quickly cowed by his
yeah,
compatriots.
pretty much. All right, so we will just go ahead and pick up there in Ilmarsh. The apothecary's building is this one.
Okay.
I did not create a map for it because lazy.
Sure. Theater of the mind.
Damn straight.
I go up to the apothecary, and does it look open?
Let's see. It's like afternoon time, right? You had
think so.
Got up and like talked to the mayor about things, and then got a curiosity about the temple, and so you went there and checked things out for a little while, and sort of took your time looking around and figuring out what to do with, while all the while being rather socially awkward about the whole thing.
As is our want.
As you are wont to do. So it's probably I don't know, like 11 a.m. or so. So yeah, it's open.
Okay. I'll walk up and knock on the door, or walk in if it looks like the shop is like.
Yeah, it looks like you could just kind of walk in. It's a smaller shop, but it doesn't look like it's someone's house or anything, and you're like expected to have courtesy of like knocking and being welcomed in.
Okay. Yeah, I'll knock.
Okay.
Wait, you said it does look like that, right?
No, I said it doesn't.
Oh, I thought you said it looks like you're expected to have courtesy.
No.
Okay, yeah. Then I go in to see the apothecary.
Okay, I couldn't tell because that's totally within character
that's exactly
for you.
the sort of thing that I would do. Would be like to walk up to like a Starbucks and knock on the glass window and just like stare at the staff inside.
Well, especially after I tell you, like you to do it anyway. Yeah. That's a very Ryan thing to do.
Yeah, no, that's totally a Ryan thing to do. No, I walk in and look around for the.
Okay. There's like a string with some like quartz crystals and shit that like rattles when you open the door. You hear a woman call from the back, and she says, "Go ahead and have a look around. I'll be there in a minute."
Will do. Have a look around. Does it look like there's anything interesting in here? I mean, I assume it's an apothecary shop, so probably.
So there's a number of like the typical creepy alchemical things of just like jars full of pickled everything.
Mm-hmm.
But there's basically every alchemical item that's listed in the core rulebook. So Tanglefoot bags and Alchemist Fire and all that shit. There is also some like looks like there's some potions and some scrolls, and some vials of weapon oil that are available as well.
Is there particular scrolls to choose from, or is it just like if we can think of something?
There are particular scrolls, yes.
Okay, I'd like to see what they are. I'm thinking. I just kind of thought after our watching that guy crash his ship, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea for us to have some arcane scrolls of like particularly useful spells, considering that our characters have 0 arcane aptitude.
Yeah.
At all, but
we do have a UMD.
Yeah. Well, the cleric has it.
That's true.
Synesis.
And I think she's been putting points in every level too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd look at my shit. I don't remember.
That's fair.
Yes, I do have lots.
These scrolls, you unfurl a few, and most of them are non-magical, like maps and shit. But you do find a scroll of Cure Moderate Wounds, and a scroll of Protection from Good.
Protection from Good?
Yep.
That is disturbing. I look at it and I go, curious item to find in an apothecary's shop. Who would, this scroll would be of little service to scrupulous folk.
We're like waiting for Rita Repulsa to turn the corner now, apparently.
You've fallen into my trap!
Make my monster grow!
That was pretty good.
That was really good.
I watched a lot of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently so.
Well, I don't think we have much use for those.
Cure Moderate's probably decent.
It is, but we've got a fair amount of that, I think, in the party.
Yeah. That's fair.
I've got it. Xenesis has it.
Yep, I have +9.
Mine's not as good, but it's still pretty decent. Oh no, mine is +9. 2d8 +9. I just don't get the extra 50%.
Oh.
You get.
Does she have wands of cures spells or just scrolls and potions?
I think I have wands. I have a lot of shit.
No, it's a pretty small shop. I don't think she has wands available.
That cheat.
Because a wand
Especially
of cure
for a
moderate
little
wound
shit
is
town like
very useful.
The fact that there's an apothecary at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or an alchemist,
Yeah,
whatever she is.
it's pretty small. Like it's probably like a large shed. It's almost like a garage sale in here. Things are just kind of laid out on tables, and there's some things are tagged, but not everything is. It's pretty ramshackle, to be honest.
Ooh, does she have Merfolk's Comb?
Is that a alchemical
shit.
item?
Yeah, it's 750 gold. Jesus Christ. It allows one to breathe underwater for 8 hours, which could be useful to us, but
Yeah, I could cast it on one of y'all. I might. I don't know if I have.
oh yeah,
communal.
don't you have?
We have water walking, but do we have water
walking?
breathing?
Oh, water breathing is totally a thing. She
It's
should
a
have
thing.
that.
You can also
It's the
just
third
get
level.
like there's air crystals are a thing too.
Oh, ion stones, right?
No, air crystals are
air crystals.
are literally crystals that you chew and then they give you air to breathe.
They're like Alka-Seltzer.
Pretty much.
Oh my god. About, I wonder, should we get like anti-plague or antitoxin? Because I feel like we've used a fair number of those.
They're pretty good.
I still have one antitoxin because I'm not immune to poison yet.
I have one antitoxin also, but we've used all of our anti-plague, I think.
I am immune to disease, so I do not have any of that.
You don't need it either.
Yes. That's the only reason I haven't picked up more of it. I started the game with some, and I think I gave it away.
Yeah.
I think I will probably pick up a couple of those. Anti-plague, antitoxin.
Yeah, I'll allow that. Technically,
if
those are from the advanced player's guide rather than the core rulebook. But I don't think that's a big stretch for her to have.
I thought we received anti-plague in this campaign.
Yeah, I have
did,
two.
but this shop specifically says that she has all of the alchemical items listed in the core rulebook. That's what
Gotcha.
it states. But
Yeah.
I would allow stuff from
Because
the
he's
advanced player's
God.
guide. Well, just like it makes sense for them to have anti-plague and antitoxin and fucking Ilmarsh. Like, why would they
Yeah.
not? I think that's perfectly reasonable.
Uh-huh.
In
gonna
fact, that's all they
get,
sell at the shop anymore.
She just has, in fact, she just has like a whole fucking milk crate full of them.
Just it's like in a barrel, but like the little tiny vials fill the entire barrel, like the barrels
Yeah.
of candy at like candy shops on the pier,
Mhm.
sort of thing.
Yeah,
Aboleth's
Thousands
lung.
of vials.
Aboleth's lung is cool, Zoo. At the same time, it could really. In my campaign with the Knolls, they used it to kill a dragon because he failed his will save and he couldn't breathe.
Lols. Shit.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can
I'm
no longer
gonna-
breathe air. Shit.
Yeah, and since he couldn't breathe air, he couldn't do breath attack. That's the way I ruled it anyway. It is a breath attack after all.
That makes sense.
So they were like, "Yay, it worked!" Then they killed it because action economy.
I'm gonna grab 2 of each. Anti-plague, antitoxin, just because if we're gonna be around all this dead shit all the time,
Yeah.
there's
Sure.
no way.
To your surprise, she sells them to you at cost.
Yay!
What?
No, do some bargaining. Come on.
25?
No, they're 50
Oh.
apiece.
Oh, okay.
But the people in town don't like you very much. So
Ah,
it's probably a surprise that you're getting a decent deal.
gotcha. Okay, yeah. Are you really? Oh, all right. I'll sort of awkwardly trade the money and then give Havelock kind of a sideways look.
Yeah, I'm gonna sense motive if she's doing something like that. That seems a little weird for people in this town. And also, my eyebrows are up because she's selling a protection from good scroll.
In fairness, it is like on a table amongst a bunch of other shit. But that's
Wait,
fine.
what?
It's one of those it's on a table with a bunch of scrolls, so like
she might not even know what she has.
Yeah.
But
she might.
You're right, she might. With that sense motive, I think you get a pretty good read of the situation. It seems like she is also not originally from Ilmarsh. She doesn't speak with the accent that you're used to hearing the marsh folk talk like.
Little less hoedown in her voice.
Yeah. No, she actually sounds pretty similar to you all.
Y'all.
Pretty similar to y'all.
Trashy wanderers of the
she
land.
Sounds nothing like play.
Ha ha ha. I mean, actually, she can
I
sound
think part of the
exactly
time
like you.
sounds
She tries
exactly
really
like
hard.
you.
What the?
She sounds exactly the same. But yeah, you get the sense that she's not from out of town, or that she is from out of town, and that she is basically she doesn't have the same animosity towards outsiders as the rest of the people in town, because she is one.
Yeah.
So your money is just as good as anyone else's, really.
Right.
Cool.
That's cool. It does feel a little odd to me still.
You can ask her about it.
Yeah, I mean, is she? So she's here, like.
Yeah,
dealing with
I mean, you
now,
exchanged currency. There just hasn't really been a spot where I felt I could. Yeah.
Sure. I'll look her up and down and say, excuse me, miss, but it seems that you're also not a local in these parts.
That
in
obvious,
these parts.
huh?
What am I, Leopold? I said, well, to be frank with you, you seem to have a less suspicious and a kinder demeanor than some of the folk. Meaning no offense, of course, to...
I suppose I'll have to work on that. And she gives you a wink.
I am a bit curious about this, I say, and I kind of gesture toward the scroll. What use would any good person have for a protection from good scroll? And I'm gonna discern lies as I listen to her answer.
Well, I suppose I don't know. Maybe that's why it hasn't sold. I suppose you could use it if you wanted to avoid your friends for a little while, right? I don't really know how it works.
I look around at the group and I go, probably not these friends.
I feel as though I'm avoidant enough.
And she's like, oh, okay.
They're good. They do good things. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know that very many of them are necessarily at risk of becoming a paladin anytime soon.
I see.
Internally, it's like, says the man who decapitated a half.
Yeah. I guess I still have the octopus.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, it's over his shoulder like a boa.
I'm just like dripping water.
Yeah, there's like like a half gallon of water around your feet from
gross.
Just draining.
I'm gonna proffer the octopus tentacle and say, as it happens, I recently came across an interesting reagent or ingredient I thought you might have some use for. Do you think we could make a deal? And I'll.
That's very recent.
Did you not hear
literally minutes ago?
It's probably still moving.
Yeah. it keeps like going up to your face and like trying to like crawl in your mouth. You're like,
Yeah.
stop
Get it. Quit it.
Later.
I tell you what. Why don't
Yeah.
I check my book in the back and I'll see if that is something that I need.
Okay.
if the apothecary has no use for it, perhaps the meat market will.
Quite possible. We'd have some calamari.
Well, there might be some
Some
parts
what?
that I can use. I'll let you know in a moment.
Sure. I'll just continue looking around then.
Dripping all over your floor.
Yeah. And I'm assuming that when I discerned lies, she was not lying.
No, she was not. I think she would have use for maybe the suckers, but maybe not the whole tentacle itself.
Yeah.
You flip them upside down, put them on some bread, make it into pepper.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Yep. So she's gonna come back in a little bit, and she's gonna go. Well, I probably don't have to take the whole thing off your hands if you just want to let me process it a little, and I can take off those suckers. I'm pretty sure I'd have use for those. Everything else, though, yeah, you could probably keep. I don't really need it.
All right.
What do you
I
want
think
for
we
it?
could make a deal. Well, perhaps we could make a bit of a trade. I was looking at maybe some healing myrrh or healy myrrh or anti-plague or
Healing
I don't know.
myrrh.
Perhaps it's healy myrrh. Could be useful to us to preserve some healing spells. It's if you take an 8-hour rest. If you use it, it fills 8,000 cubic feet with faint smoke that persists for 8 hours. Any creatures resting or receiving long-term care in the area while the healing myrrh is active regain 1 additional hit point per level. 25 gold. I feel like that could be potentially useful if
Wait, what? How do you spell it?
Healy myrrh. HEALY
That's
MYRRH.
so obnoxious.
I know. I didn't name it.
I know. I'm trying to find out what book this is from. I'm not sure she'd have it.
I'll find it.
I think it is from. If my Google skills are correct, and it does make sense that it would be from here, I believe it is from the Pathfinder Companion Kadira Gateway to the East. Which would
that is
not,
correct.
not be the core
probably
rulebook.
would not have it here.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't think she has any.
All right, no worries.
So she's gonna say, I don't think I have any of that. What is that exactly? It sounds exotic.
That said, Tanner, make a note of that because that's easy to craft.
Oh shit, yeah, it's 12.5 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25. Yeah, it sells for.
It's 25 gold to create. It's 50 gold to buy.
It says cost 25.
That's the create cost, which is half.
No.
Oh, you're right. It is create cost.
Oh.
You're right. Yep.
That is the create cost, which is half of the selling.
That's still really
or half
good.
the buying cost.
Yep.
So still really fucking good. Like that's very powerful.
Yeah.
That must be a new one.
All right. I'm looking for something that might be helpful in like a water related environment, but there's a lot of items here, so I'm like looking through. I'm sure I'll find something in here to trade for it.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you want? If you want to, I don't want to hold us up though.
While we can do it later if you'd like. That's not a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
give me an IOU.
yeah, the suckers. I think probably. I don't know. Probably like 7 gold is probably fair.
Okay. Or I'll just take the 7 gold. I have like 9 gold right now.
Or
Fair enough.
we should probably also warn her that maybe don't go by the water anytime soon.
What are you talking about? You
Yeah,
vanquished the
well,
beast.
yeah,
The
I
water
think
is safe now.
the safest it's ever been.
There's nothing else in
It's
the
not
water
dead.
at all.
Yes, there's there is now only a giant 7-tentacled monster.
The giant octopus was the only thing keeping like the fucking sharks at bay.
The man sharks, the land
yeah.
sharks.
Yep.
Street sharks? Oh my god.
Oh no. Fucking street sharks. Wow. What a throwback.
I'll take the 7 gold
Okay.
and give her, let her take the suckers off it and probably this will buy us some drinks and some food anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Please signs that perhaps we could sell the rest of it for meat.
True.
I
Yeah.
like how we kill something. The first thing is like, there must be money inside of it.
Yeah. We didn't get any
We need to
items
get
from killing it.
Something at this town needs to go our way.
Just need a
well,
win, man.
Nobody likes us. We're probably going to have to murder everybody in that church. Can we just get
Yeah.
some money for a tentacle?
Oh, at this point, I'm really just waiting for it.
Yeah. Is there a
It's
place
not-
I could like a meat market or somewhere where I could
I
sell
mean,
this?
there's like the fish market down by the docks, but I don't know
Yeah,
how
let's
much
go there.
success you'll
That's a
have.
bloody
We'll see.
place.
Is that the sign that says fish?
Wait, did I put that there? Is that orange?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like
Yeah,
it was yours.
that's mine. I don't remember doing that.
That's
must
your
have been tired.
handiwork.
I must have been tired.
Travis,
I
will you stop giving the map a handy?
Yeah,
I-
well.
thank the lady and bid her adieu.
Oh, have a good day. Come back anytime.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye!
Off to vanquish evil.
We're probably not going to burn the town down.
No guarantees.
We'll only protect her town.
She was
Her
nice to
building.
us. We do not
Yeah.
burn her house down.
Yep. You,
Yeah.
I like it. You die last.
As we're on the way out, it's like, when the revolution comes, we'll leave you alive.
Put a white X on your door.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. Fish markets. Let's see. That is there. No, D9 is the boat maker. Oh, you're at D5.
It just says in the book, like, why would your players come here? We don't have anything for this.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It just says, I'm sorry, you're cursed with players that want to go fish shopping.
Do you have any
you-
attic?
This
When,
culty
actually,
adventure.
when you get there, the area, like, it obviously smells really powerfully of fish. But it's
More so than the whole town.
yeah,
Mm.
more so than the whole town. But it appears that it is mostly empty right now. Or actually just is empty. You think that maybe the fish market will open later in the day when the catches are in. Because right now there isn't anything.
Okay. I just dropped the tentacle on the ground next to it and just like right free and then walk away. Fuck it.
Alright, fair enough.
I don't like how it's been established. Havelock does not like fish. He doesn't like eating fish. Doesn't like the taste of it.
It has?
Just doesn't. I
Yeah.
said it. I was watching the video. I said it last time.
Huh.
That was a choice that I made for my character.
Alright.
So yeah, he doesn't like the taste of it. Doesn't like it as food.
Heart disease
Not
for
my
you.
jam.
Got it.
Yep. Pharasma gives me all the B12s I need.
All the omega-3 fatty acids your heart desires.
Yeah.
More like
Right.
all the omega-3 fatty acids his god desires, because he doesn't have a choice in the matter.
It's true.
Pharasma is a
Chris.
multivitamin for the soul.
Oh my. Okay.
I'm thinking. Should we go talk to? Should we report what we found to the mayor? Do you think?
I'd imagine that
Because
might alert the sheriff.
well,
Kind of like avoid him in some regard, right?
We were
Yes.
told not to alert the sheriff of our mission to investigate the temple.
yeah.
But we can alert the sheriff to the giant sea monster that attacked us.
Find some way of the sheriff being on the other side of town whenever we attack the temple.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
We're gonna tell him about the octopus, right? And he's gonna be like, "How do you know that octopus wasn't a perfectly, innocent citizen? You making trouble in my town?
You killed Terry,
Yeah."
the town mascot. He was a pet.
He was trying to hug
Terry
you.
8 arms.
He was giving you hugs.
No, he's Terry's
That's-
7 arms.
That's all he's good at is hugging.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe the street shark problem we have until Terry came along.
Please relates hardcore to Terry.
The street shark problem we had.
They're skating all over the place, man.
All right.
We went way off the rails there.
Yeah.
Shall we return to
But
the adventure?
I do think that so far as the limited things we've kind of accomplished, like one of the smart things might be trying to get the sheriff to be not where we are whenever we inevitably pitch into the invasion of the chapel.
Yeah.
Because that could be a whole, like, okay, one he's just a blockheaded innocent, and will obstruct, and will at least obstruct what we're doing. Never mind, maybe getting himself and his. If there are other city watch or town guards people, them getting injured, or he's in on it and brings reinforcements and makes the problem harder.
So I've got an idea.
Do we maybe want to have this plot discussion in character? Because it seems like something that your characters might.
We should probably find a place to have
I'm
that.
about to do that. So Havelock will kind of pull everybody aside, and as long as we're far away from anybody prying ears, he can just say, something did rub me the wrong way about that sheriff. I'm not quite certain what it is. In any event, I think if we are going to investigate the temple further, perhaps we ought to wait until dark, where we wouldn't so easily be noticed returning to it. Do we know where the sheriff hangs out, or where he might be?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe the only person who might know would be Ilix. Ilix, if you want to give me knowledge local, we'll find out.
I don't. Okay, yeah, I guess I can do that.
Doobity-doo. I cast guidance on Ilix.
I would be shocked.
Yeah.
If I had
knowledge local.
Just for Ilix, because she's from here.
Leopold, he's like fucking Clayface.
He's a golem. I will canvass the town, asking where the sheriff where his office is, or where he usually stays.
Okay. It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Well,
the boldest measures are the safest.
Maybe.
I've been playing Dishonored.
Let's see. Well, you don't get many responses from people, but when you're walking by the town hall, you notice that there is multiple floors to the town hall, and there is a little sign that says Sheriff's Office, 2nd floor.
There you
Okay.
go.
I like how it's above the mayor's office.
The mayor's office and council chamber are on the ground floor, the sheriff's office and town armory are on the 2nd floor, and the town jail is on the 3rd floor.
Gotcha. Well, I think we ought to return to the town hall, perhaps speak to the mayor of some strange things we've noticed, and
Experienced.
I kind of give Ilix a smarmy grin and go, maybe investigate that sheriff just a bit.
Maybe.
That's what I think we should do. What do you all think we should do?
I think we should further discuss a plan for moving on the chapel. It's going to happen.
Yep.
Certainly, but I don't know, and I can't believe I'm the one saying this, but I don't know that we should just charge headlong in and start taking heads.
Who are you and what have you done? What happened?
not alone.
Plea pats Havelock on the shoulder for his wise decision-making process and science. I'm so proud of you.
I'm giving it a try.
I hate it with every fiber of my being.
Wisdom is a worthy pursuit, but it seems to be the only lead that we have. And so we should logically move under cover of darkness. Hopefully most of the town people will be inside, limiting the chances that we might be discovered prior to entry, and the amount of passers-by that might be drawn to the clamor of our actions.
Considering that it's going to be a few hours until nightfall anyway, I don't think it would be a bad idea to eavesdrop on the sheriff a bit.
It seems wise. Either he's simply concerned about the town, or he might be, in fact, involved in whatever nefarious activities are transpiring. He's well positioned to cover up anything.
Yeah. And he certainly didn't seem to like us very much. Didn't like us poking around in the inn, asking relatively...
I imagine part of it, but...
Yes. Unfortunately for him, Pharasma knows no bounds to her jurisdiction. If Havelock even knows what that word is. To the town hall, then?
Yeah?
It seems.
Gestures to lead the way. Or gestures to Havelock to lead the way.
Oh, let's go!
Lead the way to the town hall.
We just arrive like the delightful children, all attached to the...
Just skipping happily across the town square.
No, I was talking about K&D.
We put Xenesis on one of those like child leashes. Keep her from wandering around, touching holy statues and shit.
Zenny, hands to yourself.
Eating random fish.
Xenesis, don't put that in your mouth. Don't put that. Oh.
Don't lick the statue.
Oh man, I found the perfect.
We approach the town hall.
Okay.
And
it is a little busy today, with people kind of coming and going. So you're outside of town hall. Nothing really too exciting happens, but there is enough people that you could probably slip in relatively unnoticed.
I feel like if anything, our party will be noticed.
Yeah.
Like we are overall not low
Well,
profile.
you smell funny, right? Like you don't smell right.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah,
smell
we don't
fishy
smell
enough.
We
fishy.
might smell right now. We just took a dip in the fucking
Yeah.
ocean, the river or whatever.
We were just grabbed by a giant octopus, all of us except for Genesis, and yet we still don't smell fishy enough for these people.
Mm-hmm.
That's how pervasive the scent is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They exude it from
Fishy
their pores.
strange, not fishy local.
Knowledge local fish.
Okay, so go inside to see if we can meet with the mayor.
Okay.
And, inform him of what we have found.
Okay, so you make your way to the mayor's office. It's actually pretty quiet back here amongst the hustle and bustle of this establishment's like day-to-day routine. You find the mayor just at his desk, scribbling at a piece of paper. When he sees you walk in, he stops what he's doing, and he looks up from his desk and says, "Well, you're back a little sooner than I would have thought."
Yes. It's possible we've got a lead on the situation that you asked.
He waves you into his office, and then you'll see him kind of peek his head out into the hallway, and he'll close the door behind him.
He's the really gross looking one, right?
Yeah, he's
Greedle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mr. Greedle.
Yep.
If a fish could be a human, it would look like him.
Alex still doesn't think he looks weird.
Fair enough. So he'll close the door behind him after he waves you guys in, and he'll say, "All right, now that we're in a bit more of a private, what have you found out?"
I look at Ilix, who seems to know the most about the strange statue that we. Your temple to Pharasma's all wrong.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You don't even pronounce the name right.
Shit.
Gazra. How do you even get from Pharasma to Gazra?
For Gazra.
Yeah.
That sounds like a town in Iraq. So Ilix will say, earlier this morning we made our way over to your temple to Gazra, and we noticed some strange inconsistencies with the established faith, among them being a statue of I believe it was a woman, correct?
Yeah, I think it was like a mermaid.
Yeah, some sort of mer woman, but bearing hair like the sucking arms of, what is they called? Octopus? Is that? I believe that's the correct word.
Oh yeah, I forgot Alex just learned that.
Yeah. Additionally, I was able to surreptitiously enter a side chamber of the chapel and noticed a strange mural bearing a likeness to a terrible creature from ancient darker days called a scum. These are wholly inconsistent with what we know of the Gazran faith, and I also believe my Inquisitor companion noticed a taint of. Did you? You scanned him and got some. You got evil vibes, right?
Yes, he did.
I believe I did. Yeah.
Yep. I have written down that he did.
Okay. Also, sensed an aura of foulness about the faith practitioners that we found there. We did not make it much further inside, but
Well, I don't suppose you'd be willing to go back.
we would be, but timing is of importance. And also, given the suspicions of the sheriff, we think it best that we choose our time wisely.
But
What that time
I
is,
do
we have
hope
not.
you remember that I'm more interested in understanding what is causing the disappearances in my town.
Yes, we think that should we find more evidence of dark practices, they might shed some light on these disappearances.
You can tell that he seems nervous. He's kind of like
Yeah.
tapping his pen on his desk while he hears you describe this. Like he's realizing he might be getting in a little deeper than he had thought.
Mm-hmm. The wound has festered farther than you thought.
I wonder, what do you know about the sheriff? He seems quite a bit less than friendly to folk poking around asking questions. There was also
Oh, Sheriff Anders?
Sheriff Anders, indeed.
Oh, I mean, he just doesn't like outsiders poking around his town. I don't think it's that strange.
I suppose. He hasn't acted strangely or suspiciously at all, as far as you've noticed.
He leans back in his chair and kind of scratches his chin while looking up at the ceiling while he's trying to remember. It's like, I don't think so. God, I don't really. Gosh, I don't know. You guys are gonna get me all paranoid.
Is he a man
I'm
of
sure it's
particular faith?
nothing, but sorry, I missed that.
I said, is he a man of particular faith?
That's actually a good question. Does he know anything? And does the sheriff have anything like that? I don't think he is. But I don't. It's not really spelled out, so I would default towards that he is not a particularly religious man.
Okay. Yep, that's kind of what I was suspecting. I am less resolved on my suspicions of the sheriff. I've gotten used to the insularity of certain communities. It may be that he is merely protective and suspicious, attitudes which are quite common. But how many men does he have at his disposal? Or is it just him so far as law enforcement?
Well, I suppose I think he has one deputy. I don't really remember. I could check the roster for you if you want, but I'd have to go dig through the records.
Not necessary. We are concerned that should we move on the cathedral, that he might attempt to interfere, and thus, if the cathedral is or the temple is what we suspect, he might endanger himself or
his deputies,
compromise, or his deputies,
without understanding the situation as we see it.
Yes, and forbidding that they be connected in some way. They might hamper us and need to be dealt with.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Now, don't you go killing my sheriff.
That is exactly the situation we'd like to avoid.
That's
Mhm.
like that. I want to know what's going on, but that's just a step too far. That's just a little farther than I'm willing to go.
Certainly.
Of course.
Maybe.
Pursuant to that, do you think that it might be possible for the sheriff to be distracted this evening? Mayoral
Perhaps
so-
sent to check in on a farther afield citizen of this town.
The boat crash.
Well, I think if you
Oh,
just wait for him to lie down for the night, I figure that'd be good enough, wouldn't it? Because if I like call a meeting or send him off or something, that might rouse some suspicions toward me. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
suppose that's true.
suspicions abound.
Or, I think Havelock feels pretty okay about the sheriff's character at this point in terms of him being a suspect.
Okay.
Well, perhaps we all ought to wait for nightfall and then see if we can finally figure out what's causing these strange disappearances.
I think that would be best. Yeah. I think Sheriff Owens usually heads out usually probably an hour after sundown. He likes to get his paperwork done in the evenings, but I don't think I've ever seen him here more than a couple hours past sundown. So that should be a pretty good window of opportunity. I suppose you could just kind of like stake it out there and wait for him to go home.
Sure. Sounds like a good plan to me. Hopefully, we'll get this all tied up with no further disturbance to Ilmarsh.
I certainly hope so. Make sure that you don't get don't come back here until you have something. All right? I can't be seen meeting with you this often.
All right. Gonna see you tomorrow then, no matter what.
I'll, please leave my office.
All right. Yeah, I think I like the idea of going out and maybe drying some of my clothes off somewhere at the inn and waiting for nightfall.
All right. Is the rest of the party doing that as well, or is anybody doing anything in
Yes.
particular?
Yeah, once again, I think Ilix is going to attempt to find a fire to dry herself off in front of.
Xenesis is just dry already and doesn't understand.
Yeah, that's okay. No, I had to go tread in the water just a bit because there was one of the spells. I was like, oh, what do I do?
Yep.
Oh
Got
my!
your
Like-
boots wet.
The hem of my
Yeah.
dress has become slightly damp.
Ah,
Whereas we're like fucking
Dripping.
brown rats.
just a diva here.
Murderous diva.
Mm,
You're pretty murdery.
Okay. Yep. I'll make our way back over to the fish
Sure.
inn. The fish inn hole.
But son.
I can't remember the name of the tavern.
I believe it was the Bountiful Catch.
Bountiful cat. That sounds appropriate.
Beautiful cat.
Okay.
We could even take a rest here so I can get my spells back. Well, I guess we are. Well, I guess we have to pay for rooms.
Yeah.
well, I
much
got
is
a question. If we're investigating the temple, then we're not technically resting because aren't we investigating in the evening? Like,
Well, what I'm saying is it's probably like noon and we're waiting for sundown, so we probably wait 8 hours.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So take some time.
Yeah, I don't think it works that way though.
Well, what I'm saying is we could sleep, get a room, and sleep, get spells back, whatever.
Right. I think it's still like 8 hours of rest, but I believe it's still a 24-hour limit.
Oh. on spells and whatnot.
I believe so.
Okay.
Because I think the day is divided up into 3 8-hour chunks.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've read that rule.
Recent casting limit. As with arcane spells, at the time of preparation, any spells cast within the previous 8 hours counts against the number of spells that can be prepared. So that's pretty much.
No, that means that you interpreted it correctly. If you rest for 8 hours, then all spells are recovered, no matter what 8 hours it was.
Oh.
What am I thinking of then?
It just makes sense that like very rarely would you have the option to do like 8 hours of rest at any given point. Like this situation is rare.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like that as a house rule though, because it would prevent people from doing fight, rest, just to be like fully topped off all the time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's usually also like something that prevents you from doing exactly that. Like,
yeah,
you're in a dungeon, something is time sensitive. There's high risk of.
I definitely don't think that like Bane and Judgments would come back from arrest because those are like once per day abilities and they're divine. So I'm pretty sure Pharasma's not like, oh cool, you took a nap. Yeah, I'll help you again.
Man, I can't remember where that came from.
I'm looking it up.
I recall something when I was playing my Magus that there was something limiting.
That might have been a house rule by
it could have been
Andrew.
Rule makes sense to me. Yep. Well, we can at least take a rest and dry our clothes and eat some food. Have a bit of Applejack.
Oh, yeah. A big old pile of Applejack. Help us get to sleep better after all.
Damn right.
Yep. So yeah, Elix is definitely going to spread out by the fireplace if there's room and try to get dry. Because
I think Plee is in one corner, just kind of wringing out his robes.
Okay. I would say that it passes pretty uneventfully. People are getting a little used to seeing you around. You're still getting a lot of scowls and stuff, but you've been here a few days now, and so people aren't as rubbernecking, I guess, while you're around. You're less exciting than when you first arrived.
The novelty.
They didn't seem excited.
They didn't seem super keen on giving us much attention anyway. But that's fine. Okay, so if it's nightfall, I think we ought to get back to the temple and have a closer look at what's going on in there.
And we look with our swords.
Yep.
Plee is going to be sneaky as they lurk around the town at night so that he doesn't get seen.
Yeah, I think it's probably best we make a circuitous route.
Yeah, probably not just march straight there.
Pretending to go for an evening stroll. Just, look what fine yet rustic architecture.
I shall inspect.
No, it's just rustic. It's only rustic.
Nothing about this place is fine, and none of us have to pretend that it is.
What rustic yet Rustic
Yet,
architecture.
rustic yet moldy.
Okay. So
yeah,
go
I
ahead and
think
give me stealth checks. I think that's fine.
Shibuya.
Yes, I am now.
Does this count
Which
as
is-
urban?
Yes, it does.
My stealth is so
Yay!
bad.
29.
Oh, thank God, I'm not
Well,
doing
at
bad
least
for
I
a
beat
Not
change.
great.
Havelock and Genesis.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Havelock and Xenesis, why don't you guys describe for me why it is that your characters are not as stealthy?
I'm wearing full chainmail.
Fair enough.
Shink, shink, shink,
Yeah.
shink.
Chink, chunk, chink,
I'm
chink.
just probably
Yeah,
touching
and Havelock,
everything.
Havelock just walks around and he just keeps going sneak, 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 sneak.
Is
sneak,
he
sneak.
humming his own theme song?
He's like hiding behind
I'm just
barrels and
imagining-
shit going, da-da-da.
Da-na-na,
Well, no, it's
da-na.
like Havelock's like, I'm in full chainmail. What's your excuse? And this is just like,
I'm just
Yeah.
touching everything. It's like, ooh, did you see this statue? Oh, have you touched
I just
this wall?
imagine.
It's got such
I
a
imagine
strange
that
texture.
Genesis is just like kind of clumsily knocking into everything because she's like trying to pay attention to where everyone else is walking and doesn't pay attention to where she's walking.
guys, the moon! Look at the moon!
Look how beautiful it shines upon our night.
Okay.
Of course.
All right, that makes sense to me. Let's
Can
see.
it be like? Can I, as we leave, can like Plea and Ilix kind of go ahead of everyone?
I think about halfway through your walk, a old lady pops out of her side window there in her house, and she goes, "Hey, keep it down out there, right? Being real noisy.
Da-na-na,
Some of us are trying to sleep."
da-na.
Sorry, ma'am. We'll be on our way.
Yeah, see that you do. And then she slams her window shut.
Thus waking up
Ilix
the
looks
rest of the
reproachfully.
town.
Ilix looks reproachfully at her companions.
Havelock
shrug.
looks back and forth and says, goodness gracious, I don't know what that old lady saw, but she almost blew our cover.
He
Blew our
signs
cover.
to everyone that
Oh,
perhaps
You
Plea
sneak
and
into
Ilix should go ahead, and that way at least some of us will have the element of surprise as we approach the temple.
Now I don't know what you're talking about.
Seems wise. Yeah, Havelock will nod. We'll and I look at Leopold, Xenesis, and like don't look at myself. Say, perhaps we ought
Go
to hang out close by to provide backup, just in case.
That seems reasonable.
Mhm.
It would be good to get an idea of what we'll see if the place is locked up for the evening or not.
Yeah, Plea says that he'll send a sign by releasing his iron torch 3 times if he wants them to come in.
All right. Or perhaps Ilix could make like a bird call, considering she can make noise.
Or Xenesis can cast silence.
That would that I don't know if she does. What is that? Even a
That's a
cleric
cleric
spell?
spell. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I thought that was arcane.
nope.
fine.
It is. It's arcane as well, I think too.
Oh.
Could be both. I know I have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
The light seems
Negates
reasonable.
sound for 20 feet radius.
Huh, I didn't know clerics could get that.
Clerics
yeah, it's
have a
really-
bomb ass spell.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
freaking love clerics.
They're really good.
I could be a mermaid. I have so many water spells, it's ridiculous.
Triggered.
I'm not going near that water. Stay out here.
Yeah, so I think we'll get here.
strolling.
I think we'll get like right here, and we'll try to get an idea of the front of the building, like because it was open. It was just like come in, but don't go too far. Earlier,
Yeah,
there
there's
even
no
doors
like
on the
great
front?
big doors out front or anything.
Yeah. It's kind of a, walk in, have fun.
Fun.
So yeah, do we see anybody like out in front? Like nobody. Like,
there is definitely a little bit of
Guardian gear or
light
something.
coming from inside.
Okay. Then I suppose we tell everybody else to kind of get where they can see the front of the building, and we'll go in and we can flash the Ioun torches whenever we need them to come.
Okay. I think that probably. Can you see like inside of the temple at this point?
We can see maybe the foyer.
Okay. So you probably can't see like the area where the statue was.
Oh, I imagine
the,
not.
The
No.
inside one.
Yeah, we could see like the first room, but
Okay.
that's it.
The front statue and maybe like part of the first room, I think.
Okay.
From this angle.
So like the little open area with the shoes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just like before when you were here during the day, there is nobody here at this time. I don't know that you can even make out the number of shoes in the darkness. I don't know that it's lit in here.
Havelock sneaks up behind Plee and Ilix. Probably, I imagine not well, and he says, "Guys, don't worry, it's just me. Don't be startled by my sudden appearance." And then he puts one hand on each of their shoulders, and he says, "Or your sudden disappearances," and casts invisibility on both of them.
Nice.
You understand this now means that we can't communicate. I can't communicate with Plee. Or Plee can't communicate with me.
It doesn't. That's cool. He probably doesn't really have anything he needs to say.
No.
And so Walker's character was completely removed from usefulness.
Yeah, I guess he could still like.
He can't make noise.
He could still press on your palm or something if he can find you. To like,
oh my god,
to like Morse code you. But yeah, it's probably about it. I mean,
actually, I can think of at least one clever way that he could still communicate.
But can he, or more importantly, an intelligence of 7 Havelock?
The other thing is he can't see where I am, so he can't do anything to me, and he can't make sound. So the only way he can communicate with me is to run into me.
Havelock says, maybe y'all better hold hands or something.
Or take a piece of chalk. I hold out a piece of charcoal for Flea to take, so he can write on a wall.
You're not there.
I'm like here. I'm like
he's
right
around the corner.
I'd be like right there.
I thought we went up to the building. Oh, okay. Never mind.
No,
we haven't
we're
gone
not
up then yet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
But I feel like writing on the walls isn't very stealthy. They'll figure it out.
That
well,
would
I mean,
noise.
it's better than nothing. Well, so does
maybe,
punching thing.
I mean, he could just come back
on the floor
once
real quick. It probably would be okay.
Okay. I'll point out that when you're invisible, only the things that were with you at the time are invisible. So if you give him items, you can see them.
Yeah, see a floating item.
Yeah, so if you had something that was, I don't know, hand-shaped.
Plee is now invisible. He reaches over to Xenesis and grabs her gloves, and holds them in his hand, and then puts them on. And all of a sudden, there's 2 floating hands, and then Plee signs to Havelock, "This was a shitty idea."
Yeah. I think Havelock just kind of shrugs. He's like, "It's not what I'm made for." I just kind of like. I guess I'm not gonna pull out Gabby's greatsword because that could look weird and be like, I mean, I'd leave to think it up to you guys.
Plee,
Plee, give. I'm like I sort of like gesture
I put
to
my
like,
hand on Elix's shoulder.
we can't see each other. So I like,
Well, you can
okay,
see his
move your
hands.
hand over here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got the gloves. We're gonna take the gloves off.
I take the glove off.
You could probably like hold her cloak, or something like that.
It's finding each other that once we
Yeah.
get separated.
Right. May not even come to that, but Havelock taps his wrist. Goes,
Yeah.
Y'all got
Yeah,
probably 8.5 minutes.
And Plea kind of like follows Ilix by like holding onto her cloak into the temple.
Ilix will say, if you need to follow my tracks, I'll try to leave a drag mark every once in a while so you know which tracks are mine.
All right. Havelock has experience tracking as well, so he could probably do some job.
And I like make a point to like find a puddle or something, like sort of like a muddier area, and sort of tromp through it so I get mud on my shoes. So
okay.
in case Plea loses track of me, he has a track to follow.
Gotcha.
Which
You'll just never
could backfire, but
we'll find you.
yeah. Okay, so yeah. We'll make it up here, and we look in towards the statue where the 4 people were praying before. Do we see anybody?
I don't think so.
Okay. And I have is there light inside?
Not in the main room.
Torches,
No.
candles, or anything?
Not in this open area.
Okay. Yeah, so if there's no light, vision's going to be an issue, because like we have our torches, but if we douse the torches, I have low light vision. I'm not sure if there's enough like light, like moonlight or starlight filtering in from inside to, support it.
Yeah, it's
or if we
not
should
like super
worry
well
about it.
lit.
Yeah. Are the iron stones adjustable? Like, can I have just like
No.
candlelight? Okay,
No.
so I get torch or nothing.
Torch or nothing.
Oh boy. Okay.
But so here's the thing: is like Plea puts his hand on Elix's shoulder and then finds her hands and like puts them together in front of her and starts signing into her hands as best he can, and he's sort of like spelling things out rather
Helen
than
Keller shit up in here.
Yeah, but instead of doing like the signs that he would normally do for stuff, he's basically spelling to Ilix.
Right.
And it's like if they see an ion torch, they'll investigate it, but they won't find us if we put it away.
Fair enough.
So he pulls out his ion torch and just releases it so that light kind of appears here.
Okay. So I think we'll this area there were people in prior, so I think maybe at this point in the day this room's empty. So I think we'll try this one up here. Do I see like light under the door frame or anything like that?
Yes.
Okay. Do I hear like the sounds of people doing shit?
Perception. You rolled a 7 and you get 28. God damn.
Pretty good.
I mean, if this is urban, then that's
Oh my god.
Even higher.
Yeah, it's a 30.
With 28, fuck. Like I think you probably hear people breathing on the other side.
Okay. Will shake my head to myself and maneuver us back down this way and check this door. And is this one still same procedure? Light, listen.
I think you can hear a couple people like muffledly speaking.
Okay. Not ideal. Okay.
Oh, I forgot to close those back up. Whatever.
Yeah. It was only this one that was open, but I didn't see anything. So, if there's something maybe,
yeah,
on the
they'd
GM
be on the
layer,
GM
you're
layer
safe.
anyway.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. I'll maneuver us towards what looks like a door here.
Darp, I was able to go through your wall.
That's
Are
fine.
you here? Okay.
You can't see anything even if you get through.
Cool.
And I will look and listen. To an equal degree as previously.
There is light coming from under the door. It's like soft candle light though.
Okay.
It looks like it's probably pretty far away from the door because it's a little dim. You don't hear anything though.
Okay. I'm going to check this door as well.
That one I have to look up. Hold on.
I will throw you a Perceivo. I guess technically those should be 5 lower because my glasses only are perception tests to see, as far as I know. But still, like...
No light coming from under the door in this one.
Okay, no sound. Okay, I'm going to attempt to... I'm going to try the knob. Or latch or handle or whatever it has.
Okay. I think it probably is locked. Yeah.
Okay. I'll move towards the center of the room before I tell Plea that one was locked. Do I see any other doors? Other than the ones I've
Why
examined.
don't you go ahead and give me one more perception?
Okay. Fuck yeah, I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
41.
Jesus.
43.
Jeebus.
Well, that's certainly one way for this to go. Ilix, while you are poking around, in the statue, you find a small, like, it looks like a steering wheel for a boat. I can't remember what they're called now.
A helm?
Yeah, sure. And it's really,
a
really
wheel?
small. And you recognize that it's attached to a mechanism that appears to go through the floor you're standing on to the wall on your right.
Okay. So east?
Yeah.
Okay. Like if I'll sort of like rub my fingers together to get Plea's attention, and I will like tap on the little wheel.
It squeaks loudly.
Shit.
Plea grabs his ion torch and puts it away. And then
I like tap, like literally just tapping.
And it goes.
I know what the sound was, but I just like imagine it kind of sounded like it just got tickled and it was sentient.
And as when that happens, I'm like grab grab in his direction at like whatever clothing I can get a hold of and start moving towards the entrance.
Havelock, having heard
maintaining-
that, turns to Leopold and Zinnises and says,
I don't think
I
you
might be-
could
You
hear
guys
it.
can't hear it.
I know, but I was going to make a joke.
Plea,
tickle the
as they
devil.
get to here, Plea actually stops Ilix from
Okay.
moving any further. And then he turns back to kind of like look at the statue and see if anything happens from the noise that it made.
Nothing apparent, no.
Waits for like about 30 seconds ish, not very long because we've already spent a good amount of time looking at doors. And then he grabs Ilix and returns to the statue after nothing happens.
Okay.
And then Plea grabs his robes, and covers the wheel thing, with the robes, and begins turning it underneath his robes, kind of muffling the sound it's making.
I'm surprised with all of your wrestling, you don't have olive oil on you.
I don't want to make it harder for me to grab things.
Hold on. You think that that wrestlers keep olive oil for wrestling?
You don't?
I mean, fair point. I guess I don't really know enough about professional
He's
wrestlers.
got another kind of wrestling on his mind.
Hey,
I want
Greco-Roman,
people
baby.
to be easier to grab, not harder to grab. The last thing I want is anyone covered in oil.
I guess
Oh,
the idea is that he would cover himself in oil, so he'd be harder to grab.
I was thinking of a sexy thing, but
Yeah.
I know where you
Anyway.
were thinking, Tanner.
Sinners.
I'm very, very much aware.
you got one of two options: food and sex. Sometimes food and sex.
I'm a fan of that second one.
Never neither.
Okay, so you can hear the wheel squeaking muffledly under your cloak. And after you make one full turn, you feel it grab on something, like some kind of mechanism in the back, and it gets harder to turn. So you know that you've kind of reached the point where it's going to start interacting with whatever mechanism is in there. Do you keep
You
turning
got the
it?
slack at it.
I keep turning it.
Okay. It stops squeaking at this point just because it's so much harder to turn. And you hear a loud click come from inside the statue. And then there is a whirring sound that sounds like gears turning underneath you in the floor. And then the east wall starts to lower, and it rumbles pretty loudly.
Okay, this I grabbed.
Now?
Start
Now?
moving.
And I'm gonna need you to roll initiative.
Oh no.
Let me make sure the turn order is clear. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Would
Oh
you like
no.
ours as well?
Oof, oof.
Would you like ours as well, Darp?
Yeah, just go ahead. That'd be fine.
It's the lowest initiative I've ever seen Plea roll.
That is my first nat 1 on initiative this whole game.
Wow. I guess you were due for one.
I was indeed.
Literally.
Well, luckily we're still invisible.
Yeah, that's lucky.
This is the part where he says, by the way, this thing has weird glowing eyes.
Yeah.
As everyone murders you. And the statue fires laser beams all over the room.
Laser beams of love.
All right, let me pull up his stats. As the wall lowers, you see this large crab-like crustacean that stands probably 15 feet tall or so, is starting to be revealed as the wall lowers. I will give Ilix and Plea both one action while the wall is still like coming down. So if you wanted to move away,
Running
I was
to
gonna
the
say,
front of the building.
I have a lot of movement.
Like we probably hear the wall moving.
Yeah.
And then,
That's
like,
why
and then
I'm.
all of a sudden it's just
That's why
like,
I'm giving it, because
run
I
away!
feel like that's perfectly reasonable for the characters to do something when they hear the wall start to come down.
'Cause that's probably not quiet.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. There's probably you guys are across the plaza or the open way, so it's probably
Yeah.
not loud, but definitely noticeable.
Oh,
A
they can hear it
scraping
from
noise, I
outside.
mean.
They can hear it from outside
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if it's who's
What's his
who's on first.
initiative? It would be Plea first. Well, no, it's not. I lied. Maybe you first, Ilix.
I was
Okay.
gonna say I should be last in pretty much every initiative order.
The small portrait frame of this thing looks like a pile of onion rings.
Oh, you guys are up here? I thought you guys were across the way.
Wait, how'd you
No,
move
we're
that
like-
far?
Well,
You did one action.
Yeah. Does running not count as a?
It's 2 actions because it's a
is that
full
2?
round. Yeah.
Okay, well I go 30.
I was gonna say, how'd you go farther than me? I have like extra super fucking fast run speed.
Zoop. I think that's
Isn't
right.
there 2 forms of running?
Yeah, I think there's a way that you can run and sacrifice your AC, but I don't know if that
That's
costs
sprint.
2.
And that's a full round action to
Is that
sprint.
a full round?
Yeah, it's times 4 movement. It's times 3 movement.
Well, I curly my way out of there, and
Oh,
well, I guess I Larry. Wait, no, I curly. It's curly. Yeah, curly. I curly my way out of there. Zoidberg is what I should have said. That's more fitting to the thing that we're fighting. This is more like Roydberg.
Yeah, it is 15
I'm glad
feet tall.
somebody appreciated that.
Yeah, I guess for my surprise round action, I'm going to whiz right past Ilix.
That's inappropriate.
She feels a slight breeze as a monk flies past her.
A slight breeze and a warm splash. I mean, you said you whizzed after all.
That's disgusting, Tim.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's okay. Fear makes people do weird things.
Like, I'm gonna come around this corner like, hey guys, what's going on?
Plea is not afraid of this situation. There is a different reason that he is running to the door.
Oh
It's a
no,
signal.
running in combat is a full round action.
Yep. And unfortunately, I cannot run as fast as the monk, who's got Kenyan levels of speed.
He runs as fast as Kenya.
Oh, running is X3 for characters in heavy armor and X4 for everybody else.
Right.
Gotcha. I learned something new. All right.
Nothing else. Maybe I can pop a few arrows in this thing before I get eaten.
I've been running.
So the wall lowers down, and as you guys are running off, Ilix, you can like look over your shoulder and see this thing as it turns around to look at the door that is opening, and you see it sort of cock its head to one side when it sees that no one is out there.
Mm-hmm. Can I acknowledge nature this thing? Is that appropriate? Knowledge nature or knowledge religion would be the only ones I can do.
Why don't you just give me a d20?
Just a d20? Just straight up little d20? Just a little d20 action?
Mm-hmm.
How about as average as it fucking gets?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pretty average.
Let me look at your shit. Because I learned a thing the other day. That if you can do it, it is best to not tell the players what knowledge they need to roll, because that reveals what the creature is.
True.
Roll all the knowledges.
So Ilix, you don't have any knowledge about this type of creature.
Okay,
I suppose is what
I
I'll
guess,
say.
should I also roll? From
Sure.
back here? Whoop, I rolled that as Ryan Walker.
Hmm.
You can certainly roll a guess if you have a knowledge that you think it is. I'll allow that too.
Well, wouldn't you add whatever appropriate modifier to the
I
knowledge?
plan to, yes.
Okay, then I will let you choose which appropriate modifier to add to this.
Is your token not linked?
Say what?
I don't know if it is. I think my macros are broken. Oh, there we go.
The only knowledges I have are religion and history.
I
History is
see.
3.
Yeah, you're not gonna get it with that. You don't know
Okay.
what type of creature this is.
I don't know.
You, with that religion check, with that religion knowledge though, I'll let you know that you suspect that this is the temple's guardian.
Okay. I'm invisible, so I have no way of sharing that information.
Mhm.
So.
Well, I mean, if it was the serving girl, I would be really fucked.
Oh, this is the altar boy. Wait until you see the priest.
Yeah,
He looks pretty altered to me.
it could
He
be.
is an altar.
I was actually gonna see if he speaks any languages. He does. Look at that shit. He's a smart boy. Look at you. You're so cute. Okay. What trickery is this? And he'll waddle forward.
Oh, like a penguin.
And I think that's probably his turn. But the vicar is gonna pop out as well. Vicar, who opened the door? You'll see the vicar kind of hold his finger up to his lips, and he has a mace in his hands, and he's sort of looking around the area. And I'm gonna see if he gets anything.
Ooh, that's an initiative indeed.
I don't think he does. Ilix.
I continue, not so frantically, but definitely exiting the cathedral, and then I flashed my Ioun stone. I guess they're right there, so
Okay.
Well, I think. Wait, are they actually right outside? Or...
that's where their
Oh yeah,
tokens
we're like
are.
right there.
Sweet. That's useful.
So yeah, since they're right there, I don't even bother with that, and I say, "There's a hidden door. There's some kind of monstrosity behind it. Like a you said it was kind of crab-like.
Yeah, it looks a bit like a large crustacean. It's got things growing on its shell.
Like some sort of
That's-
large crab-like creature."
And it's
I'm still
speaking
kind
to
of
the
like whispering. Yeah.
Oh god. I'd imagine we probably heard it speaking because I doubt it's being quiet.
I imagine it probably has a creepy, boomy, big creature voice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who dares disturb my slumber?
Yeah.
Who dares disturb my slumber? Oh, Batman. Not sure why I've had Bane on my mind all day.
Bane!
That's
That's my name.
Were you watching
You
the
said
Game
name,
Grumps
Bane, I
where
guarantee the pain. I'm coming for you, Bruce Wayne.
Oh
I'm
my.
stronger and smarter and clinically insane.
So what are you
Cut
guys?
the
What is that,
music.
Mortal
Are you
Kombat
guys
smart?
reacting to Alex, did you say something?
Yeah, I said that to them. I told
Including
them,
all
hey,
the Bane stuff.
there was
Okay.
a secret. Yeah, then I launched into a Bane impression.
Yeah.
As an aside. I told them that we found a secret door and there was some kind of arthropoidal monstrosity behind it.
Right. Could I figure out what this creature is from his description, or does he actually know fully what it is?
I
There was
do
a
not
less
know
than
what it is.
6-second description of the creature.
Yeah, he
Gotcha.
only saw part of it as he was looking back with the door opening.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know. I think Havelock might have just decided all right, it's time to do this shit.
Okay.
So are we still in turn order, or
Yes.
are we
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit's kicking.
I think big monster has shown up. So Havelock is gonna step up here and look at it and see if he can tell what it is.
Good God!
I'm just gonna roll several knowledges, and if any of them work, well, not great so far. Let's see. I don't think that's gonna get me
no,
anything.
I don't think so. No.
No, none of
Because
those are high enough.
identifying monster abilities and weaknesses 10 plus CR.
Right.
You're all level 9. It's pretty unlikely that he's less than 9.
Yeah, that's what I imagined. I didn't actually hear their conversation though, I suppose.
You just heard him ask who opened the door.
Okay.
There wasn't much of a conversation.
Yeah, Havelock is gonna step up and I hate this because it's I don't really have enough information to make a decision about how to handle it.
Where's that classic Havelock impulsivity?
I'm not
Yeah,
sure
I
that you
know.
can actually see it either.
Oh,
Wait till you do.
It is dark in
no
there,
other
so
light.
you're
You're
limited
pathetic
to-
human eyes.
You can maybe
Gotcha.
see this far.
yeah. All right. Well, here comes classic Havelock impulsivity on the way. Havelock is gonna step up here and say, "I opened the door," and
Oh my.
put his hand on Gabby's greatsword.
And whoosh,
Yeah. What you gonna do about it?
Dondarian that shit.
Yeah, I think he'll cast. No, I'm gonna cast Channel Vigor. Nope, I'm gonna cast Flames of the Faithful. Nope, I'm gonna cast Divine Favor. Never mind. I started at the top and it was no, I want to save that spell slot. No, I want to save that spell slot. So yeah, I'll go with. I never get a chance to actually use Divine Favor, and that's my turn.
Okay. I want to look up a spell real quick, but Xenesis, it is your turn.
Okay. Oh, Leopold, looks like they need help.
There's a spell called Crabs.
Russian.
Everybody within the affected radius becomes.
Yeah.
The Crab Brave song begins playing immediately.
Crab people.
So did we
crab.
deem that our spells weren't updated then? There was this long silence. I don't know where
We did not gain any new spell slots.
Okay.
We did not refresh our spells.
We just
Cool
took it
beans.
easy.
Well then, I will cast Bear's Endurance on Plea.
No, you won't.
No, I won't.
You cannot see Plea.
Oh, shit, I can't see Plea. Well, fuck.
True.
He's
There
completely
is a Havelock
invisible.
right next to you.
Yeah. All right, Havelock.
Yeah, he's a good choice for spells.
I mean,
He's
he
the
is
tank
a
of
good
the
choice
party.
for spell.
He does a lot of damage.
Well,
I
I'm
just
thinking.
hug people.
Well, I'm thinking that you're next in line, or you're one of the next people.
Next to act.
Well, second to next, but yes.
Yeah.
You're
one
closer
of you
to
gets
act
to
than
act.
Havelock will be to act.
And we'll get more benefit out of Bear's endurance than
Yeah.
the gunslinger.
Yeah. Anyways. Alright, well then I cast Bear's Endurance on the lovely Havelock.
Great. And thank you for calling me lovely. That's very nice. That's 4 con, right?
Yeah.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
I'll bring out the. It's dark currently. Dark enough to where we can't see,
You can't see
how
very
much.
far. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna use the musket. I'll have the musket out, and I will ready in action to shoot. Whoever comes on out of the darkness.
Okay. Plea.
Let's see. It is dark, so please actually going to. Hug the wall.
Okay. It's flat, so I don't know how you do that.
No, I mean.
I'm joking.
You bastard.
That's a Tanner joke.
And he's gonna go over,
That's a
over
dad
to here,
joke.
like his hand along the wall, just making sure that he can like follow it
Sure.
because he can't really see. And he's gonna end up here and kind of just he's gonna wait. He is invisible, so I mean he's gonna take advantage of this.
Oh, cool. The Guardian does not breathe or age and does not require food, drink, or sleep.
Must be nice.
His
being a guardian.
life must be so boring
That's
if he lives in that tiny room and can't
pretty chill.
eat, breathe, sleep, or drink.
I mean, he can, he just doesn't have to. He has a mouth. He can clearly eat stuff. Okay. Interesting turn of events here.
What is
Does he have anything for invisible people?
I hope not. That would suck.
I don't think he does.
True sight.
No true sight.
That's good.
He has that spell though, which might do it.
Kill everything in my temple. It's a level 9 spell. He has a level 9 spell called Bitches Leave. It makes everybody run screaming out of his temple.
Oh, that's cool. That's a cool spell. Yeah, he will cast that, and some stuff happens. And then we get to have some cultists. Almost as if they were like synchronized. The two doors opening into this room creak open slowly, and you see cultists kind of walk out slowly with weapons drawn, and they're looking around. They seem to be having about as much trouble as you, though. But I think that triggers Leopold's action.
Can
Do
you
I
see
see
them?
them?
I think they'll be partially concealed to you, but you can like make out shadows moving around just because of the moonlight scattering into the room.
And I think there was light coming from at least
Yeah,
one
there's
of those
light
rooms.
like inside their rooms as well.
So they're like backlit
Yeah.
somewhat.
Well, and they're off, I guess. I'm going to use a swift action to reload, but I can't fire.
It was a readied action, right?
Yeah.
Well, yes.
So it's
but
one action. You can't do
even
swifts.
if a swift is.
No, a swift action requires that you have a full round available to you.
Yeah, swift action
Well,
you can only take during your turn, and immediate actions you can take on other people's turns.
So you get to do one standard action here with your readied.
Then I will shoot that guy.
That's what I figured you'd do. Which one do you want to shoot?
That guy.
Okay.
And it is the musket. It is seeking, so.
Seeking his brains.
Yep.
What do our lovely cleric folks have as hit points?
He's also within 30, so.
Yeah, I know. He's gonna go squish or whatever. Just let me.
Well, no, just for the
X8
plus.
plus
Let me
Y.
find out how much squish he goes, for your sake.
Gotta say, Pathfinder fights are really interesting whenever you're listening to D. Antword in the background.
Oh my goodness.
I actually have the rest of Murder of the Universe playing.
I Think You Freaky is playing right now.
Oh no.
Mr.
It's
Crabman.
like, that's actually the perfect theme song for the boss.
No, looking at him, I think he'd be shiny.
Oh, maybe. Where the fuck is their health?
Ooh, I love my ugly boy.
I like it. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, so you don't just kill him outright. That's good. I'm glad that they don't just die. Because that would be silly. Okay. So he takes that bit of damage.
16.
What the fuck is that ability? Okay, that's fun. Alright, so it is their turn now, though. And they have moved out here.
It's about to get fighty.
Things gonna get fun.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
I feel the Scoville units rising. It's about to get spicy.
Everyone's Cthulhu fighting.
That one's just screams. There's no music. No.
Nice.
But the screams are only in your head, and they're making music.
Okay. One of the clerics in the front casts a spell. And this front area is covered in a dense fog.
That just helps me. I don't know what they're talking
So that's his action. The one behind him is going to cast a spell. Yeah, they're all going to cast spells on their weapons, except for the guy who cast a different spell. The Vicar is going to...
Why?
How do none of you... Aha, there it is. He's going to cast Light on a rock. And he's going to throw that in your general direction. But not well, and it only lands like right here.
What's great is we're obscured anyway.
So now
That means I can see.
Yeah. So now there is light emanating from that point. So yeah. And then the Scion himself. He is going to.
Does the Vicar move at all, or does he just stand there?
Well, he cast a spell and threw that rock, so I don't think he gets to move. But the Scion, sensing that there is people later on in his temple because he heard gunfire, is going to kind of scuttle down into a little circle that opens on the floor, and he's going to appear right here. on another little circle that opens up on the
That's
floor.
I thought that was the guardian of the temple.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang it.
So he goes down into the floor and then pops up right here. And he is gonna be able to just barely make out Havelock there. So he'll actually pop up middle of the room here. And he is going to well, let me check the action on that spell. I don't know if he can actually attack as well. Okay, so he can teleport over here, but he can't attack you in the same round, I don't think. It does say at will, but I don't think that changes the cast time. So, he can teleport over here, but I don't think he can attack you quite yet.
Okay.
Ilix. Ilix.
Sorry, I had my boom mic up.
It's fine.
Sorry, I was hearing. I just couldn't. Oh, it's getting spicy. Well, I can't do anything if I can't see anybody. So we're like in heavy obscure.
You are in some kind of foggy mist.
Yeah, I can't see anybody. I through the mist, I imagine. So, I'm going to come up around here, and I suppose I'm going to prepare an attack on this fellow right here the next time he does something. The next time he casts a spell or attacks.
Okay.
I will.
I was gonna say he breathes.
Arrow.
Do you
Yeah,
attack him?
I will arrow him as soon as he becomes an agent.
Okay, fair enough. Avlock?
Okay. So can I see like this creature that appeared in front of me?
Sort of. Yeah. You can see
Okay,
its
I
outline.
can tell it's there.
It looks a bit like to you it looks a bit more like a lobster than a crab.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
It's amorphous, so it's a blobster.
If I step here, am I out of the mist?
Yes.
Okay.
In terms of being able to see the creature, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna step right there, take a look at the creature, and go. Nice trick. Let me show you a couple of mine, and attack it with a full round with Gabby's greatsword. Very poorly.
Or not.
Real bad. I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Big talk for someone within smiting distance.
I just start coughing on the mist, like.
Hold your finger up to him to pause so you can catch your breath.
Yeah. Time out.
It's hard to make the timeout signature, the timeout sign when you have a greatsword in your hands.
Yeah.
It's a lot of waving around.
Pharasma's not here for you, Inquisitor.
I say.
Xenesis.
Alrighty. Can I also roll spellcraft to figure out what spells are being casted? I just saw Havelock do it. So
Yeah. If you're wanting to know like what the, you can you have to pick one. Well, you might be able to still. Let's see. Spellcraft. Where is that one hiding on my sheet? Ah, there it is. Never mind. It's 15 plus spell level, so no, you're screwed.
Yeah.
But you can still take actions.
Cool. I'll just. I'm gonna step right. there. And I'm going to cast Protection from Evil on
It's probably a good choice.
Mhm.
Leopold.
buff the shit out of you, man.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
guys basically pulled the whole temple, so that's
Yeah.
probably wise.
Okay, so I'm actually going to call out and go, Havelock, where is it?
Right in front of me.
Okay.
Still can't seem to hit him.
Yeah, hopefully this will help.
I love how he can't see the monster, but he also can't see Havelock, and so
Havelock was right in front of me, and he moved out of the mist. Right in front of him is right in front.
Yeah.
So I'll
makes
aim
sense.
partially in front of where he went. And if it's as big as what I believe it is, I think it's going to take up a large area.
Yes.
So
Probably.
And its touch AC, it's probably not very high.
Clickety
Probably
clackety
not.
clickety clackety.
Clickety clackety doo.
So I rolled a
Oh, yeah.
92 on mischance, so you'll hit if you hit.
Oh, me?
Yep.
Oh, I'm actually going to use Deadeye Shot
Oh, okay.
with Gracie. So I will fire, use a grit point, and just dump it all in.
Damn.
Does Deadeye ignore mischance then? Is that how that works?
Oh wait, I haven't even drawn Gracie. So fuck it. I'll use Deadeye with the musket. So hang on. That does ignore mischance. So
Okay.
and I'll fire the one. So it actually does. I've explained this to you, but do you want me to remind?
Mm-hmm.
So Deadeye Shot, I can spend a full round act in order to fire a single shot for the cost of a grit point, and I roll as many attacks as my base attack bonus allows, which is the 2 at the moment. And for every hit that would normally hit beyond the first, I add the damage onto the first, as if it was kind of clustered shots.
Right.
But it allows a deadlier shot versus a single enemy with something that normally takes longer to reload.
So the second attack will miss.
Touching.
Oh, it is touch. You're right. Okay, that'll hit then. Your weapon is not magical or anything.
It is magical.
So
it's the Seeking Musket, so it's not plus
so
1.
DR would only be applied once to this. Is that correct? Because the damage is
Yes.
being added together. Okay. All right.
And it'll be plus 1 from that because it's within close, so it'd be 20 damage.
20 damage. Okay.
As a point of order, this is called Dead Shot, not Deadeye Shot. Those are two different deeds.
Fair enough.
Which one's Deadeye?
Deadeye is your level
that's
1.
the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. Or I guess for you it's level 7, but
Plea.
now that giant evil monster has moved past me, giant evil ungrappable monster, Plea will move up to the vicar silently and swiftly and grapple him.
Oh no, hug time.
And he is flat-footed to me. So that's a 28 to touch AC.
Looks like the invisibility's not so stupid now, huh?
Yeah. You're not the only one that can mysteriously have allies appear next to valuable targets.
Yeah, you do grapple him.
Cool. He is grappled.
Okay. This Scion will go first this time.
Is the Scion a summoned creature?
He sure is not. Yeah, not too many useful spells and stuff, so pretty much just the attacks. He is going to attack Havelock since that's who he can see, and he has a penchant for good characters and their deities, so he's going to attack Havelock with his 2 claws.
Okay.
Just give me just a second. So the first claw is going to be a 24, and the second will be a 27.
Both will hit.
Okay. So that will be 28 damage.
Oof.
And he gets the chance to grab you. That wasn't very good though. So what's his grab? Oh shit. 22 to grab you?
Almost certainly makes it.
I think it'll be close.
Your CMD is probably higher.
23.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
yep.
gonna say.
So he hits you with his claws, like he pinches at you, but you do narrowly block him closing them around you in order to pull you up. So you just take the damage there.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work? Oh, it's a swift action. Okay, so next time he'll do that then. I will make sure that the full prowess of the darkness comes upon you. And you'll see his claws start to glow black. Like a blackish purple, ripply, smoky stuff.
Okay.
Which you might recognize as probably Smite Good.
Of course.
Ooh.
Well, smite him back.
Yep.
All right.
Got my practice boots out of the way.
So
Wait, who's good on our party?
Oh, sorry.
I'm good.
I don't. Oh,
Oh.
you
Come
are.
out of the darkness.
Neutral.
I think actually like me, Alex, and Leopold might be the only neutral. Everyone like you and Genesis, I think, are both good technically.
let's see if my good friend the Vicar has anything he
I
can
don't have a
do
good aura though. I don't know if that makes a
to get
difference.
out of here.
No.
Guys, I'm pretty sure this thing is evil.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I
No
s-
way.
I still haven't actually seen it.
Yeah.
Fair
Flea
enough.
is just like with his hands around the vicar, just like shaking his head as he hears Havelock saying, "I'm pretty sure this thing is evil." Just
Yep.
Sorry, there's a lot of spells for me to sort through on this one. Because you pulled the whole
Are all
fucking
these-
dungeon.
I was about to say, are all these things clear?
How could
So-
you possibly not pull the whole dungeon? Like I don't
Yeah,
understand.
first
right?
off,
Yeah.
how could you not be prepared for us pulling the whole dungeon? Because
I
that
mean,
was an inevitability.
I don't
even
see
if
how it was possibly like avoidable.
you don't see how it was possible to avoid opening the secret door.
I don't see how opening any of these doors and starting a combat would not pull the entire dungeon.
It wouldn't have pulled the boss.
Gunshots.
So the
yes,
way
it would.
So the meta behind it is that there's a percentage chance that the Scion hears the sounds of combat.
Gotcha.
But if you open the door to his room, I obviously can't.
Is that 100?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, if you open the
Goes
door
up
to his chamber,
considerably.
it goes from a certain percentage
It
to
rockets.
over 100.
It seems to grow rapidly.
Yeah.
Okay. So, during your grapple here, the Vicar is going to look at you with glowing eyes and wave his hands around a bit, and he's going to say, "Unhand me, monk." And you're gonna have to roll a will save for me, please.
I believe in you.
Okay, 1 second. I just need to make sure I don't have anything that can help with this.
He can cast while grappled.
You can do anything that requires one hand.
Does it
Yep.
count as an enchantment spell or effect?
It is an enchantment, yes.
Sounds
Cool.
like
Then
command to me.
This gets a plus. Yeah, it sounds exactly like command. This gets a +2 then. And you said will?
Yes. Also, it only has a verbal component, so he could do it even if he was.
Nice.
Yeah. 28
Nice.
then. So
28
Nice.
is pretty solid. That will do her. You
I was
resist.
about to say, there's no way that command has a higher DC than that.
Well, it might be. It might be command.
That's true.
But that 28 will definitely do it, even at this higher spell level. So you will resist his command this time. Let's go up to cultist
I only need
buddies.
to resist it this time.
Wait, he cast it. Punch him in the mouth.
You
It
actually,
doesn't matter.
if he's pinned, he can still cast it. But anyway.
You assume he'll survive this next turn.
Oh boy. You're an
I've spent
asshole.
I've spent 9 levels doing this. Shut up. I get to do it at least once before you take it away from me.
Oh,
I
I'm
did
sorry.
not time.
Did
You come and take me.
did I say that Vicar was a human? No, he's a giant. Now you can't
Yeah.
grapple him through your stupid
Disguise.
stuff. What do you think about that, Mr. Monkman? Yeah.
Giants.
Meh. Okay, so he will see that it didn't work on you, and he will call out for help.
Oh, tone changed very quickly.
And so a couple of his clerics will come running around the corner. And they will both say, "Let the vicar go." And I need you to roll 2 more will saves, please.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
dick.
I would imagine theirs is probably lower though.
Ooh.
Well, that's a 19 and an 18.
Okay. All right. Fine. That's fine. This is all going according to plan.
Of course.
I'm just absolutely livid.
Huh.
Very poor choice of words.
Is it because you're going to tear his hands off?
You want to say
All
hi?
right.
to-
Well, okay. So the other ones then assume that the 2 that went in there can handle you, but obviously they couldn't. But that's fine. This one's gonna step up and attack Havelock.
I shoot him.
You shoot him.
Yep.
Yeah, he's had it.
Oh
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Pop a cap in his ass.
And then full round him
Minus
next
E.
time.
Pop a
Make-
cap in his ass. Yeah. So here comes just the first of these.
Nice.
Okay.
So
That'll
that should
hit.
be 29 and 11 for damage.
Wait, 20. Oh, Oh yeah. Okay, 11
Is
for
within
damage.
my 29 to hit, 11 pokey damage.
Oh, you didn't know they're all gelatinous cubes and immune to pubes.
Okay.
More like gelatinous pubes.
That's funny.
I don't know.
Really disgusting.
Oh, it gets worse.
We know.
I haven't gotten to be crude all day.
Okay. He's gonna step up and attack Havelock. And he will. Ooh, what is that ability? Ooh.
They're all spellcasters, so he's just like, look at this verdant field of spell.
There's so much shit. I'm just like, ooh, look
Yeah.
at this piece of candy. Okay, so he is going to attack you with a sickle.
Okay.
Which is going to be a 20 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay. Rats. So we have a couple more boys who can come join the fun. This one will also attack you. Oh, maybe. Yeah, no, he'll attack you for sure. That one will be an 18, so that'll miss too.
Yep. Catch it all my chainmail.
Yeah, greatsword versus sickle. Generally a one-sided battle.
Ooh, that's a
Oftentimes.
27 right there.
That will hit.
You will take a whopping 7 points of damage.
That tickles.
Korojo. He screams, Korojo, comrade!
Yeah.
And the last one
What last
will
one?
run out and
there was
see
another
that you're holding a rather impressive-looking greatsword.
Sure does.
And he will say, I really think you should put that down.
Don't tell me the result of the roll.
Okay.
Is he casting a spell?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna use instant judgment to do purity.
Okay.
And that allows me to, as an immediate action, change my judgment or activate a new one, and I'm gonna turn on purity, which will give me I think a +2 or 3 to saves. I will confirm.
Okay.
+2. It'll be +3 at 10.
Roll me a nice will save.
Okay. Saves. I also have protection from evil.
+2.
So that's a +2 as well.
So +4 under whatever you roll.
Oh shit! I'm not skills. Why am I looking at skills?
Defenses.
Oh, probably don't need it.
Yeah, you do.
Nice.
Just in case.
All right.
Yeah.
So that'd be like a 32.
Yeah, you
At
resist.
least.
Whatever.
Oh.
No, it's good. I can't remember. Skyon went first this round, right? We just been taking forever.
Yes, he
Yes.
attacked.
Alex, go ahead.
It's all the spells.
Ilix is going to make a full round attack. We are going to do. I think we're going to do rapid shot on this, and we're going to put as many arrows into this guy right here as take to go down, and then whatever else will go to his buddy just above him.
Okay.
Assuming that I do enough to actually kill him. So here comes all that bullshit.
Yeah, you'll hit. Not with the second
of course
one.
that doesn't have my iterative on. Let me roll. Of course it doesn't.
A rapid shot would just be at the highest base attack bonus, so you could just roll the first deadly aim attack and just take that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And of course I did it wrong. I hit the wrong thing. Good job, Tanner. This is why you don't take breaks from this character. Okay, this one's for the marbles. Make sure this had right stuff.
I'm just gonna ask that you tell me numbers because that's a lot of rolls.
So
Yeah.
the first attack was 32 and 18.
You'll hit. Mhm.
Okay. The second
So
attack.
18 damage, you said?
Yep, 18 on that one.
Okay.
The second attack is going to be a 20 and a 9.
Well, obviously the 9 will miss.
No, I mean 20 to hit 9 damage.
Yeah. 20 will hit. 9 damage is okay.
Yep, and then the iterative attack was the one that would miss.
Do you have the double shot
Gotcha.
thing where you shoot two arrows at a full
Yes, that's coming next. That first attack that hit
multi-shot
gets
is
multi-shot.
mini shot.
or is many shot? Yeah.
That does an extra 5 damage.
Whew.
All right. I'm gonna attack these two cleric dudes or whatever right next to me, the ones that just came at me with their sickles. I'm gonna say, "Get out of the way! I'm killing the monster!"
Nice.
Okay. Well, that's nasty damage.
Pretty gross. Oh, I rolled a 16 on both of them. One more would have been crits. keen edge.
Oh, nice.
So splitting those attacks up. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm also using my Swift to actually, shit. Does immediate uses your next Swift action, doesn't it?
Correct. Yes.
It does. You don't get a
Okay,
swift
so-
action this turn.
All right. Yeah. In that case, those judgments, that'd be a -2 to both my attack
You'll hit.
and damage. Yep.
Oh, but you'll less damage.
It'll be a little less damage. It would be a 27 and a 21 damage.
Okay, Xenesis.
Okay. I want to cast Guardian of Faith on Havelock, but I forgot which spell you already have on. Did you cast Shield
Protection
of Faith?
from evil. I have
No.
Shield of Faith on me and Protection from Evil on me, but the AC doesn't stack for those.
Right. Okay.
Guardian of
Well,
Faith.
it basically, like, you can give it to someone else. That's kind of the advantage of it.
Well, a heal wouldn't go amiss.
That would be super swell, actually.
Yeah. All right. Because I was gonna do something else. Because there's.
I
This
would
really...
never use that Guardian of Faith. It
Well,
would be
'cause he
worth
can-
my time.
Because he can put it on
Right.
himself really quickly.
Yeah. I've already got Shield of Faith on me.
Yeah.
And protection of evil, so you have both of the
Yeah.
effects.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, I suppose I can give a heal. I was gonna do something else, kind of fun, but alrighty. I'll heal you.
it does both at once, but that's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's super good, but I just haven't. I have both
Yeah.
of those individually
already
on me
have.
already.
Yeah. Okay. I'll heal you. I'll calculate it and go on to the next person. Good luck, Leopold.
All right, Leopold, a foggy musket boy.
If I were to stand here, is he still technically obscured for mis-
I think he's obscured, but you could probably make out his outline. I'd probably rule it as 20% miss.
I don't think obscuring mist counts for the 5 feet squares adjacent to you.
It's not
Does it?
obscuring mist.
Oh, that's what you said it was when you cast it.
No, I didn't.
He said it. I think he probably described it as an obscuring mist,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there's a mist
but
came
that's
out
my
and obscured our
confusion.
vision.
not
Yep.
the obscuring mist.
Yep.
Fine, then I will go up here instead.
Mist of obscurement.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
And I will. Which one was the one I shot earlier? This guy?
I don't think you know.
Yeah, they're all pretty much. Well, which one has holes in him?
Well, both of them are bloody from
Yeah.
me slashing them with my
Definitely.
greatsword.
Alright, I'll shoot that one. And yeah, I'll shoot that one with the.
The one in front of Havelock.
Nope, I missed.
Oh. Is that a misfire?
That is a misfire. So the gun is jammed. So I'm gonna. Yep, I'm gonna just drop it. I'll pick that up later.
Balls.
Does the musket have any worse things when it?
No,
Okay.
the first time, because it's a working firearm, the first time I misfire, it's considered broken for anyone but me. If I attempt to use it and I misfire again, it
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. All right, please.
yeah. So it's useless to me right now.
I am going to use my move action to maintain my grapple and attempt to pin. So this gets +5 plus the normal +4, so it's 36 to maintain, which
Mhm.
totally does.
Mhm.
And so now he is pinned, and then I use my standard action to coup de grace.
You're just like in the back, fucking stabbing this dude to death.
You just hear like, ah! Ah! It's like,
Yeah.
oh, we got someone.
He takes 19 damage. I'm fairly certain that he survives that, but now he has to make a DC 29
Wait.
fort save to not die.
So you did move action to maintain grapple. What action did you use to pin him?
So when you maintain a grapple, you can also pin your target.
You can advance the
It
grapple.
is your
one
grapple
save.
action. You have to at least
Alright.
maintain it in order to take a grapple action, but you can either use that to inflict damage, move, or reposition, or pin. Sorry.
That's a pretty weak ass coup de grace.
Yes, but he has to make a DC
Yeah, but
10
it's-
He has
plus
to make a
19
save.
DC 29 fort save to not
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
or die instantly.
The whole point of it, the build, is to use a dagger, not because it's not because it does a lot of damage with a coup de grace, but because it makes them forces the save.
And if he
Well,
doesn't
you're never gonna believe this, but I rolled an 18 and his fort is plus 11, so he makes the save.
Wow.
You fucking bitch.
I
He's
can't-
now pinned though.
Wow, that's
His
fucking
blood
crazy.
coagulates.
I actually can't believe that. I was like, wow, he's fucking dead.
You slice his throat, but you hit a fishbone that he ate earlier to that day, and it just like barely protects him.
Well, what happens when you pass your coup de grace fort save?
You just fucked up.
I don't know.
do it again.
I've never.
Nobody's
like,
ever
it's-
done that before.
Yeah,
So
it's very rare.
Paizo's like, we didn't even make rules for that. Like,
they
we didn't
didn't.
even.
I don't
But
think.
they did though. That's why the save exists. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it.
That's the joke.
Okay.
Wow.
Take or die. Oh, well, that's no test. That's like you must succeed a fort save or die.
So he
Well, that was-
lives, but you
He
cut his
lives.
throat up real bad.
Yes, and he is pinned. So
Yeah, there's
pinned
that.
and has a massive gash in his throat.
Yeah.
Um,
Can he
It's
survive the
fantastic.
next round of it?
Yeah. I think he is gonna try to cast that spell on you again, just because it's probably his only option.
At this point, oh wait, no, he's pinned. Is it? He
It's
is casting a
verbal.
spell, but he is casting a spell.
Yes, but it's verbal only.
Anyone who attempts to cast a spell or spell-like ability must make a concentration check DC 10 plus my CMB plus spell level or lose the spell.
If it has somatic components.
No, it just says attempts to cast a spell or spell-like ability.
Alright.
Well, because if he starts
Just
trying
we're
to speak,
interfering
he's
with it.
Yeah.
yeah. If he's trying to speak, I'd imagine
This only
Ash
affects
had-
pinned creatures, not grappled creatures.
Yeah. Like, imagine if your face is shoved into the dirt by like a dude
exactly.
holding your
It's
pants
basically
behind
I've made
Yeah.
it much harder for him to cast spells now. because-
Imagine if Klee is shoving your face into the dirt.
and slitting your throat. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So
a good
what's
guy.
what's the DC he needs to hit?
let's 10 plus my CMB plus spell level, and my CMB is 14.
So
Oh,
24
yep.
plus whatever this
He
was.
loses the spell. Oh well.
Unhand
I think it was more like at me
map.
as he clutches his throat, trying to not die.
Yeah. Wow. I thought he had a chance
Broken.
because he made that roll, but he's still
I
fucked.
mean, we pulled the whole dungeon.
He's still fucked. He lives for one more round, but
He did a
he's-
great job. He CC'd Pali for like 3 rounds.
Yeah,
That's true.
he did take me long, like because he should have ended this turn so that next turn I can
Yeah.
go grapple someone else.
That's true.
Now I have to kill him. So
Okay, so I'm gonna deal with cultists first. Oh, these guys can still cast spells on you. Yeah.
This is what they do. They spell.
I think they move a little closer. And all 3 of them cast the same spell on you.
guys, I've CC'd more than half of the dungeon.
Yep.
They're all telling you, well, one of them tells you to drop your weapon. One of them
Oh.
tells you to run from this place. And the other, what's he gonna do? I guess he's gonna tell you to just
Yo, give me a hamburger.
stop what you're doing. So give me
Does that
3
contradict?
will saves.
This is
What if more than one of them succeeds?
We'll find out.
Okay.
I mean, I would have to do. This is drop
Please
your
just
weapon.
has an
I
aneurysm.
would imagine the save can't
That's
be
a,
Yes.
that's
bad.
a 27. This is the flee from this place. That's an 18.
Success.
And the third one, which you didn't really specify
Which,
in this one,
stop
is
what you're doing.
21.
wait, how is it higher when you rolled lower?
What?
Oh, you rolled a
It
5
was-
before. Okay, never mind. All right, you succeeded all 3. These 2 that are next to Havelock are going to attack him.
He just really loves murdering people.
Yeah, he's like, no! I will kill him!
He's gonna show up with the fucking ghost face mask from Scream.
Yeah, he's like, stop, he's already dead! He's like, no! He must be stabbed more.
It's not so much that I want to kill people, it's that my mind is resistant to other people influencing it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a pure mind.
Okay, so a 14 is going to miss Havelock.
Well, I have instant judgment, so
a 20
I
is
would
the
use.
other roll.
Okay.
What are you gonna do? Wait, I'm confused. You can't know what the attackers are rolling?
I want it if they're attacking me, I wanted to use my instant judgment to turn on my other judgment for protection. So I'm gonna do that. So that's gonna bump my AC up to 24. You already told me, and I already know they would have missed, but I feel like honor bound because I was
you were already in the process, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make it protection. So I have purity and protection right now.
Okay. And then this third one's going to attack you. That's going to be a 24, so that'll hit.
Oh, just barely.
Yep.
No!
You said you had 24.
No, wait. Yeah, it does. Yep. Yeah, I forgot. My deflection bonus doesn't... I have a +3 from Shield of Faith, but it doesn't stack with my Ring of Protection, so it is 24.
He is going to do 4 points of damage to you.
Oh, fuck! How am I ever going to recover from this?
I know, it's crazy. And now the Skyon gets to go. This is when shit might get a little crazy. So he is also going to attack Havelock. Enough toying around. Well, that is 2 of the same roll. Those are both going to be a lot. 32.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is going to be these dice. 5,
also,
6,
I just want to
7. Go ahead.
I just want to point out that Havelock got like fucking clawed up really bad. He's like grieving from like terrible wounds, and like Xenesis walked up behind him. She was like, "I'll heal you and cure light wounds." It's like zoop, like one of my scratches healed up. Like, thanks.
Okay. So that's gonna be. Let's see. That's 7 and. That'll be 14 damage, and he gets a chance to grab you.
14 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't roll as high that time. His grab is, I think, worse than last time. Nope. I think it's a little better, actually. 26.
I believe my CMD is 23.
Yeah, that seems correct.
But your CMD is also altered by you added like the Shield of Faith and Protection.
I don't believe so. I think they just do AC, don't they?
Usually things that affect your AC also affect your CMD.
Not necessarily.
Shield of Faith is just AC. I don't think Protection from Evil increases your CMD either, does it?
Gotcha. Okay.
I'll look it up, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Well, unless it gives you +3, you're gonna get grappled here.
Yeah, I don't see anything that prevents it from grappling me.
So he grapples you, which means he gets the chance to constrict now.
Okay.
Where the fuck is that? Oh, there it is. Oh, he just gets to constrict. Never mind. Oh, I forgot to give you the smite damage. Yeah, you get +10 damage from before.
Okay.
And then this constrict damage is going to be 19 more.
Does he constrict on the same turn that he grabs?
He constricts on the same turn that he grapples.
So it's 19 more?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you need to make a fort save as he passes you up to the tentacles on his back.
Okay.
That sounds familiar.
Back.
For
Can we not?
CMD, any typed bonus to AC also applies to CMD. Untyped bonuses to AC, such as fighting defensively, do not.
Oh, then I would have +2, +4 total to CMD, then, which would
Which would
put
bring
up
it to 27,
Yeah.
which would save you from the constrict.
Save me from getting grabbed. Are you sure? I thought.
Some feats and abilities grant a bonus to your CMD when resisting specific maneuvers. A creature can also add any circumstance, deflection, dodged, insight, luck, morale, profane, and sacred bonuses to AC to its CMD. Any penalties to a creature's AC also apply to its CMD.
That listed
Oh,
very
shit.
specific bonuses, though.
Those happen to be
He
all
has
the
those, yeah.
all the types.
Oh.
I would also like to point out he is the grapple lawyer.
Well, I mean,
He's just got a
yeah,
giant book of
true.
law with two
Alright.
men wrestling on it.
So you don't get grappled then?
Sounds like an
Guess.
appeal to
Yes.
authority to me.
I do think if there's anybody in this party to be grappled, I'm the best one for it to happen to.
Yes.
that is true.
Because I have a get out of grapple free card. Several of them, in fact. All right, so that's
Huh. Interesting. I did not know that about CMD.
me either.
So
We've been playing this
so,
game for this many years, and we still
yeah,
are
all
learning.
the time. All the time. Yep. You don't need the fort save anymore because you're not gonna get put to the tentacles.
But I'm pretty sure I would have succeeded, though.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It sort of makes sense if you think about it. That
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Anything that makes it easier for you to dodge also makes it easier for you to dodge grapples.
Yeah. Ilix.
I'm going to blast
He is-
arrows.
I just want to say YPCG supports this. I just plugged in the buff for protection, and my CMD went up by 2. So
There you go.
yeah, that's right.
I'm going to blast this guy right here. Doing, I think we're going to rock some deadly aim. And,
You're using a bow, right?
yep, I have the thing that lets me shoot.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep, I got the feats. So longbow, deadly aim.
Take away all my excitement.
Yep.
Are you
Shut
still
up.
invisible?
Shut up!
Nope,
Shouldn't
no
be.
longer invisible. I haven't removed the
No.
thingy.
You guys survived my trap.
Yeah,
so
yeah. But I don't get to
You
do
got
anything
plenty of
fun.
excitement.
Oh, come on. Come on,
So it's,
man.
22 and
Yeah,
13
you'll hit.
on that first one.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to assume the other one, so that's a 28.
Your first
and,
shot kills that guy.
Okay, the second shot is then going to go on to
Fair enough.
this guy. So that's a 28 and a 15.
Yep. That
Yeah,
does things.
Yep, it probably hurts.
Oh yeah, he's hurt. He's not happy that he got shot. But who
Cool.
would be, really? Havelock.
Yay!
I'm gonna after getting so grievously injured, I'm gonna go. All right. I guess I don't know what's called a scion. It's time for a 1v1, and then I
All
kind of
right,
look
Mr.
back and
Krusty.
forth, and go. And then I do a full attack. I'm gonna do once again 1 to him and 1 to him.
Yeah, Zin, you might want to dump the big juice into Havelock.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad you don't have heal.
Unlimited power.
So the 30 will be for this fella, and the 24 for him.
All right. So yeah,
That.
I think they just die. Yeah, they die.
I would guess so. And then as I finally drop them, I'll look at the scion and say, now it's time for a 1v1.
If you insist. Synesis.
All right. Well, so I wrap my hands around Havelock and say, "Here, this should do."
Havelock's bobbing and weaving as he fights with the
Holy
giant
shit.
lobster man. And then Xenesis gives you
Nice
just
rolls.
the fucking like quickest of magical hugs.
Yeah.
Boop! Just out of the mist, like a single finger, just boop! He's just perfectly fine.
In one go, she just like undid all that shit that they did.
Magical healing, man.
Yeah, bro.
Wish life was
Fucking
like
the
that.
50%
Right?
is huge the higher you get. God damn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it
You-
is.
It
You
adds
healed
up
me
so fast.
for exactly 1 point more than my current top HP. So
Atta
that
girl.
was well used.
Nice.
Petusa.
Leopold.
I'm gonna
Petusa.
fucking just unload on this guy. I might even use the gun buckler, but that could explode on me. But that's fine. So
Take calculated risks, not uncalculated
Mhm.
risks.
this is
Mhm.
calculated. If it blows up, the only thing I'll lose is 2 AC. I'll be up. Well, and maybe my arm. But
And
we'll
some
find out.
health. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
There's probably other risks here.
So I'll spend a grit, and then I'm going to fire Gracie, and I'm going to fire the gun.
At the Skyon, I take it.
Oh yeah, all of them,
The big
and-
beefy boy.
and that on top of it.
He's my
I think that
precious.
goes up. He's your precious.
He's cute. I like
Wait,
him.
Okay,
you get
so-
5 shots? That seems...
Crazy.
It's a -2 to all of those because I did do rapid fire. But yeah, it's a double barrel on the gun buckler, so you can fire 2 shots before reload. So I don't need to reload.
Well, no,
that.
I'm just
And
thinking about like actions. Like, don't you only get a
Primary-
certain number of?
primary shot, instant reload, rapid shot, reload with the cartridge, which is a free action. Shot again. It's now empty. I have used 2 bullets and a cartridge, and then I fire 2
that's your
bullets.
regular.
Yeah,
gun.
but if
so, like,
he's,
even
if
when
he's
you're
like
doing
two
weapon
weaponing,
fighting,
no,
Yeah, I'm 2 weapons.
he'd be okay because he'd have 2
Oh.
primary attacks and 1 secondary attack.
And the 1
Okay.
secondary attack can fire twice.
Is the double barrel weapon? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
damn,
It's just
fucking damn.
he's oh yeah, he is within 20, so it's okay. That's
Mhm.
touch 2.
Yeah, they
It's 20.
they will all hit, but they all do a lot less damage than you would have thought.
Clustered shot. You add the damage together for a full round action, and then minus the DR. I took that feat for this exact
That's
purpose.
not. Wait, is that?
That's the feat, my boy. Hang
Wait.
on. I'll go
Well-
find it. Hang on.
The thing is, like, so like,
Don't you have to
there's
declare?
a difference between like taking a full round action to do a thing, and then
When
like
you use a
anytime you-
full round action to make multiple ranged weapon attacks against the same opponent, total the damage from all hits before applying
Oh,
that.
okay.
He's right.
It's a feat.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
I specifically did that for this reason.
Yeah,
All right.
but
PR
like, there's
becomes the thing. Is
the
you
only
get
reason
high-
I bring it up is because like sometimes like you have to take a
Yeah,
full round
some-
action to do something special, and
Yeah,
like
but
that is different than
Yeah,
anytime you
but-
take a
Yeah,
full round action.
that's the dead shot feat. That's the dead shot deed. That's the one I
Gotcha.
declare
That's the other
beforehand.
one. Okay.
So like I can use that with the musket. I use that with the musket. I use just clustered shots with the pistol because I can fire more of those
Yeah,
off
that's pretty significant.
without an issue. So that's 14, 9, 9, 9, and 8.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of damage. Plea. Kill him.
Well, I will coup de grace him once again. So he takes another.
am-
Do you have to
18 damage.
maintain the pin?
Pins can't fight, can they?
I would assume that you can still wiggle about.
He is pinned currently.
Helpless, right?
No, he's pinned. I can't coup de grace helpless with this throat slicer.
Oh, or
Um,
pinned target. Okay.
I'm just curious if you have to
Uh,
maintain a pin. I don't know.
In order to coup de grace him. That's. I think if I don't maintain the pin and I coup de grace him and he lives, then he is no longer grappled.
What?
So like I'm using my standard action. He's currently pinned at the start of the round. I coup de grace him because he's pinned. If he doesn't die, then
No, I think
he's no longer-
doesn't he maintain pinned until the start of your turn and then it's gone? And you have to maintain.
I see. Okay. Okay.
That's how I
Uh,
that's how I thought it worked.
A pinned creature can always attempt to free itself.
Yeah, of
Oh, yeah,
course.
that's different. That's on his turn. Well, in that case, okay, he's pinned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use my move action to
just
maintain
making
the
sure
grapple.
that I'm correct on that because I don't know.
I will look it up, but I wasn't gonna do anything with my other action anyway.
Yeah,
so.
that's fair. Okay. So
He
18
stays
damage.
pinned, takes an 18 damage, and then if he's not dead, which
doubtful.
I don't know if he's dead or not from the 18. I don't know.
They're
how
just
it's on
watching.
He rolled a 17. That's 28.
Oh my god.
That's insane. I've never.
This guy just refuses to die.
I mean, he can't do anything. It's not like it's not like it matters, but it's just like
Walker
I've never
punched
seen.
away from the desk and is exiting the building.
This is bullshit. What the actual fuck?
I can't believe it. That's crazy.
How much health does he have? He's taken a lot of damage.
Well, he actually hasn't, right? He's only taken 37.
19 and 18. Well, I don't know what level he is, but like since there's so many of them, I don't assume that he's as powerful.
Well, he's
as
higher
I am
than he's higher than the little cultists for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a fair amount of health. He might actually have more than the Scion. That's weird.
That's kind of strange.
I doubt that.
He does, just by a little bit.
What?
Well, I maintain the pin at least, so he's still pinned at least.
That's alright.
By the way,
somehow magically still alive.
This is the goofiest thing. Okay. Alright, so I guess he'll try again?
Give it a shot. Roll the.
Fuck. He's gonna fail his concentration check again.
I mean, it's a near impossible concentration check. He's got to roll.
I mean, he's got a pretty good bonus, but.
Yeah, but it's like 10 plus spell level plus 14.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
Or I'm sorry, 18, because it's plus. I have more CMB when grappling, so.
Yeah, that's pretty high. What is he?
Like,
he has to roll escape artist to free himself? Is that what it would be?
If he wants to free himself, then he can roll escape artist, but also really hard to do.
He has it. He doesn't.
Let's see, what is the escape artist?
Yeah, he's basically boned.
Escape artist against my CMD.
He can't try to take control of anything because he's pinned. What does that ability do? Watch it be like freeze from.
He can attempt to free himself with a combat maneuver.
Really?
If his CMB is high enough.
So instead of rolling escape, it is. I don't think it is.
Instead of rolling escape artist, you can do CMB to escape.
Well, he doesn't have escape artist, so I guess, and he's not gonna. He knows he's not gonna be able to get the spell off, so I think he tries to do CMB. All right, come on, lucky dice. This is the one that's been getting me good numbers the whole time. Come on, come on, come on. That was shit. All right, he's stuck.
39 is the DC.
He rolled a fucking 6. And so he's got, I think it's like a 15. Yeah, that's not going to cut it.
Unless his CMB is 19, he can't do it.
Yeah. Wait, CMD? I thought it was CMB.
He's rolling CMB against my CMD, but my CMD is 39 when grappling.
Okay. I think these boys aren't too fond of you trying to kill their vicar. So they are going to come over here.
Well, that sucks for me.
And basically give you the old 1-2.
Okay. Well, 1 second. Let me apply the grappled condition to myself so that my AC is correct.
This one will stay back a little bit, actually.
Because so far they haven't been on top of me. Where's grappled?
So many creatures in this fucking combat. That is a 25 and a 22 to hit.
Give me 1 second. I seem to have a buff on that I shouldn't have on.
I'm pretty sure those hit.
I'm pretty sure both of those hit, but I just want to make sure. Okay, my AC right now is 24.
Oh, okay. So this one was a 22, so that'll miss. Really, 24 when grappling? Jesus.
Wait, why is it?
That seems
Why is
high.
it 20? That seems really high. I wonder if the buff did not update correctly. The grappled condition. 1 second. Because I just turned on and off stuff.
Yeah.
So. Defenses, AC. Why do I have a miscellaneous +6? Can you write down what they're rolling? I'm trying to figure out why I
Yeah, I'm getting stuff sorted at the moment.
One, 3, 1, 6. Oh, that's just on my sheet. Okay. Why do I have a +3? It looks like the +3 from Shield of Faith is not going away, even though I turned it off. So I am actually a 21 AC.
Okay, so both of them will hit then. So the first one is going to be 9 plus 6 for 15. And the second one will be, that is 7 plus 9 for 16.
So how? 15 and 16?
So 31.
Damn. Okay. Please, not looking too good. All of a sudden.
Yeah, they are flanking you, so they get to do sneak attacks.
They're rogue clerics.
Yeah, they sure are.
It's a thing.
What the fuck?
It's a thing.
It is.
And none of them have used that. So I think this last guy actually is going to cast a thing before he walks up to you. And he's going to touch you. Say touch attack against the target. So I guess I have to roll that first. Wait, what? Oh, you can attempt to sleight of hand to make this attack without the target noticing. Oh my. Why don't you give me perception?
Oh fuck. That's not good. Well, he does it without me noticing.
What'd you roll?
Not one.
Oh shit. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Where the fuck is his skills? God, this fucking stat block is split up onto 3 pages, and it's the most infuriating thing I've ever experienced.
Oh my god, yeah.
Sleight of hand, where the fuck? Okay, sure. Fine.
I guess if he rolls in that one, then he fails.
No, he rolled high enough.
Oh.
Okay, so attack roll. That will probably hit since you can't see it. You'd be flat-footed, so it'd be like a
17?
Yeah, I would think he would be able to do 17. He rolled a 15, but I'm not sure what his mod is, but I would imagine it's at least +2.
I would be surprised if it was less.
Yeah. So, I think the attack hits. I'm just trying to understand this thing. If the attack hits, you get to do a will save. Jesus Christ, this is so fucking convoluted. Can you will save for me, please?
Is it in, what was it?
I don't think it has like
spell.
a category. It's like an ability, it's not a spell.
Okay.
Where the hell is that thing?
Never mind.
What?
I roll good.
I rolled real good.
Oh wow! All right, okay, that's
Nice.
good. That's good.
19.
Okay, you get a will save. On failed save, but you didn't fail. It works like the suggestion. Blah blah blah. Oh, so basically the will save negates the whole thing, I guess? That seems kind of lame for 3 uses of channel energy.
Channel energy is the of the channeled energy.
No, it
Anything,
like this ability expends 3 charges of channel energy in order to do this thing.
Oh,
But
I
I
wouldn't
guess
know that.
it
And I
just
don't know.
gets broken with a will save. That seems...
Hey, go big or go home. Calculated risk, but that's going to cost him his neck.
That's bizarre. Alright, I'm sorry that took so long for absolutely nothing. So that was those. The Skyon hasn't attacked this round, correct? Because I started with the Vicar. So he is going to attack Havelock again because he's got a hard on for him. He wants to kill him real good.
Probably. We got a hard on for each other.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's gonna be sexy crustaceans and chittin and stuff.
Crabs. He's gonna get crabs.
You will probably end up with crabs. That's probably true.
I have really high fort saves. I think I'm good.
Yeah, but let's be real. Havelock doesn't shave.
I mean, does anyone?
So 19 to hit on the first one.
Fail.
Okay. And the other one is going to be 24.
Yep, that's my AC.
Oh, yep. I forgot. So that will be 16 points of damage, and he gets to grab you. I'm sorry, that's 26 because Bane. The grab is going to be a 30, so yeah, that'll do her.
That'll do it.
Because I think your CMD was like 28-ish or something.
27,
26.
I think.
Yeah. So he will succeed in grabbing you this time.
Okay.
And he will constrict 4.
What is he grabbing with?
His claw that he attacked
tentacle,
you
or...
with.
Okay. He's got tentacles on his back?
He does have tentacles on his back and his chin, as you can see.
Ugh.
Oh God, he's a Draenei.
Yeah, a bit like that. So constrict will be 14 extra damage, and then I need a fort save because he's gonna tickle you with his little paralytic.
All right. Instant judge. Oh wait, I already have purity on. All right. Say 16 extra damage.
Yes. No, 14. Sorry.
14 extra.
I don't think that the constrict benefits from smite. I'm gonna rule that it doesn't, because that seems extreme.
I think smite is considered one attack. Is it?
Well, it actually says like you can do it once a day, but you choose a target, and so Havelock is his smited target.
Yeah, he's mine.
You're smitten with each other.
It's true. Just had to clear his fucking mooks out of the way. Get these fucking red shirts out of my face, dog.
Okay. So that is a successful fort save. You are not overtaken by the paralytic juices of these writhing tentacles.
Yeah.
It's the best kind
I
of
don't
juices.
like juices.
I'm gonna
Take me to dinner first.
Havelock? Smite good?
Does what?
Does smite even affect you because you don't have levels in cleric or paladin?
I kind of don't. Well, I'm not. Well, I'll look it up.
Okay.
It goes against good.
It very well might. Yeah.
It doesn't have to do with an alternate faith.
Well, I think like smite affects like outsiders and then people of certain classes based on their
Nope.
alignment.
The target of Smite Good is an outsider with the good subtype, good aligned dragon, or a good creature with
Really
with levels in cleric or paladin. Interesting.
Oh, so it wouldn't work.
That's weird.
Yeah, the way they do like good auras and shit, the way they word them is like a little odd.
I think it should still work.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, Havelock is like trying to get as close to being a paladin of Pharasma, I think, as anyone is.
Well, and also, like, don't you have like the cleric spell list?
Yeah.
Yes, but I don't have access to like I don't have Smite Evil.
I think this is just a failure of wording on their part. I'll research a little bit further, but for now I'm going to rule that Smite Good works on you.
Okay.
Custom Smite Good.
Yep.
I think
you read as paladin to him.
Yeah, I absolutely accept it, but I also don't think that is what how it's intended to work. But I'm kind of fine with it anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll look it up later. Because I wonder if it's just that the anti-paladin is older than the Inquisitor, and so the language maybe hasn't been updated.
Possible. But clerics and paladins have very specific, like, good auras and are, like, subject.
Yeah, there's a good chance that that's the case as well.
Yeah.
But it's not like you're going to die, so it's fine. Ilix, go ahead.
All right.
21 and 14 on the first attack and damage.
21 will miss.
Second one is 28 and 17.
Okay, 17.
Is this guy an aberration?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Well, I get bonus to hit and damage if he is.
I see that.
Take it into account if that is the case, or don't take it into account if that's not the case. That is your prerogative as the person who knows.
Be 28 attack, 17 damage on the second one if it hits.
All right. It does a little bit less damage than you would have thought.
Yeah.
Havelock, you may now. Well, I guess you are grappled, but you can still hit with one hand.
That's true. I can also use my step.
You can also just teleport. Oh yeah.
I teleport to right here, next to his claw, and I try to cut his arm off. And I'm gonna use. You know what? I don't think I know. I'm gonna use a round of Bane against. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna use my swift action to change purity to justice.
Okay.
That's my swift.
Okay.
And justice on, purity off. Roll that beautiful bean footage, my dude. Give me a crit. Give daddy a crit. Damn it. God. It's a good thing I have such like insane bonuses to hit because I'm rolling dog poopy.
Yeah, it's impressive for sure. So those will both hit. Is your weapon considered good?
Not at this time.
Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah, I don't think it is actually. No.
Okay.
I know that's one of your judgments.
I don't think it matters actually.
I
think you kill him here. Yeah,
what?
He's dead.
Oh, well, fair enough. That is like almost 60 damage.
Wow.
Yeah.
And also convenient because I need to go to bed.
We still got some mooks to take care of.
Alrighty.
But that should be pretty short-lived.
Walk in and just stab.
Wait, you're
that
not
one
done with them in there?
As soon as it dies, it looks like,
Stop
all right, I'm
playing
going back
around.
to sleep. You guys finish up here.
I CC'd 4 people for you guys. Shut up. Come save me.
We just all leave. We're just like, job done.
Meanwhile, still struggling with 4 dudes in the back, like, I won't be taking
Genesis?
something.
Back just like stabbing.
Yeah, I guess I'll do selective channeling so I can try to heal Pui. I was gonna do
I don't
something
think
else.
the other 3 have been hit, so just
I mean, if you just
not the
exclude
vicar.
the vet, yeah.
Yeah.
The guy that you see me like pinning to the ground, just don't heal him.
The
Right.
guy in charge.
That's
Yeah.
all.
Roll that channel.
Leopold. Leo of the Pold.
He's moving.
Leo of the
Yep.
Can use a cartridge and fire, and then swift reload on this guy. I can't fire twice, but I can fire once.
Bang.
So versus touch.
Bang bang.
So 22
Yep.
and 14. Okay. That's it. That's all I can do.
22 and 14. I thought you could only fire one time.
No, 22
It's
to
22,
hit,
but
14
for
damage.
14
Oh,
damage.
gotcha.
Yep. I just only
Um,
have the one button.
However much Xenesis heals me for will determine my action. So okay,
Did I do
cool.
that right?
5d6. That looks right.
Mm-hmm.
Does her channel
doesn't
gain the
benefit from
benefit?
the
It's not.
No, it's only
Only
cure
cure
spells.
cure spells and heal spells.
No, cure spells.
Just cures. Okay.
Yeah, just cure.
Gotcha.
I
I have 69 hit points.
Ooh, beautiful number.
maintain my grapple.
And you don't
I'm
provoke,
pretty-
right?
No, I do not provoke.
So you're just like rolling around while people are swinging at you, and nobody can hit you while you're pinning this guy down.
Well, they did hit me. They successfully hit me for a great
right, but they
deal
don't
of
get
damage.
to do AOOs on you. Is
No.
what I meant.
They do not.
Okay. Kill him.
And then
Fucking kill him.
There we go.
Oh shit!
there is
Oh,
no
murder.
way he can survive that.
Well, not 20 be the only way, right? Let me grab the blue
Uh,
dice. Come
Roll it on
on, big
screen.
money, no whammies. That'd be so funny. Oh no, he's dead.
Okay. Thank fucking God.
Dead. That must have been a very panicked amount of time for him.
You know what I should have been doing? I could have been inflicting damage to him with the maintaining pin the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
He might have been dead just from the damage you dealt to him
Just
over
like-
these 3 failed stabs.
I'm just imagining that every round you just you fucking armbar one,
Like,
snap it.
You guys
Grab
have been
grab
fighting
the
this
other,
giant
snap it.
crab, but the real raid boss has been in here, succeeding coup de grace after coup de grace after coup de grace.
Clearly.
Like,
It's been kind of awesome. I loved it, at least.
I can't do anything else, so.
So these two are gonna attack you again because you just killed their vicar and they're not happy about
I
it.
am no longer grappled, though, so I am significantly harder to hit.
There is that. 21 and a 20.
Those will both miss. No,
Oh.
I'm not grappled.
Oh, actually, they have flanking, don't they? 23 and a
oh.
22.
Those will both hit.
Okay. Yay! I get to hit plea for damages. Let me just scroll
Oh,
up
actually,
3
21 hit.
pages. Oh yeah, sickles. Okay. Let's do red and blue. So that will be for the first attacker, that is 6, plus the sneak attack will be 7 more.
Okay.
The second attacker will be 4 plus sneak attack for 5. So
Okay.
9 on that one. So a lot.
He has had better days.
Yep. And then the guy up above you is going to take a step back from you, and he's going to say, "Gunslinger, I really think you ought to put that down." So I need a will save from you, Leopold.
How do you know what a gun is?
He didn't say gun. He said that.
Well, he did say gunslinger, so that's
Oh.
fair. But still, god damn it. You guys
Think-
are
I
all-
don't
you're
think I
fine.
will,
You're
actually.
all blowing your will saves out of the water. All right, Ilix.
Shut up, mister. I'm gonna blow my fort saves out of the water.
Yeah.
You don't get to complain.
It's not like you got to do anything with it, though. He CC'd you. That was it.
They
When
CC
fucking
each other.
shrugs off 4
That is
commands
my
in a-
job, though. Like, my job is to CC people, so I succeeded.
I'm going to take a shot at this guy here. I'm going to spend one of my ranger's tricks to make a trick shot, but it ignores concealment, soft cover, partial cover, which I assume is what Xenesis is providing him. And,
Maybe? I have no idea. Not on purpose.
Well, yeah,
You're just in the way.
you're just in the line of sight. So I don't think I'm. Yeah, I'm not within. Yeah, I'm outside. So that's a 27 and a 6.
Okay. That'll hit.
Poke. Is he an aberration?
No.
Damn it.
Probably. Havelock.
Charge that guy. I'll dive out of. Let the big angry man with the flaming sword through.
Doll, you there?
Yep. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. 5 feet. And then there we go. All right. I run up here and bring my sword down in this dude's back. Say, hands off!
Squish.
Just the
Probably.
first attack.
Jesus Christ.
33.
37, because you're flanking.
True.
Jesus, that's a lot. Alright. Xenesis.
Oh, please, you look like you need some help. There
I
you
think
go.
you're in a person square.
Yeah, she just
I
fucking
thought you
worked-
said you could kill them.
No, he's not dead.
No.
I attacked him.
Oh, fuck. Well,
You can move
I
next
hit
to
him.
him.
I hit him hard. But
You could cast the spell and go
Then
walk up
move
and
and
touch him.
but wouldn't that be threatening?
No, because
You
you
might
cast
prov-
it away
No.
from everybody.
Yeah.
well, yeah, it would. She would still because she has to move
She'd walk
past
through
the
a threatened square.
Oh, yeah.
But, like,
This
Yeah.
way's the path of least resistance, though.
I think this is probably a balance of your
probably a
health
good
versus
time to do
police
it.
health. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If ever there was a time, now is that
Yeah.
time.
If you get hit by an AOL from this mook, it's probably not going to literally make any difference.
It
Triple
won't kill
joint.
you.
Alright. There you go.
Yeah, you
Cool.
will get hit.
Cool.
But he doesn't do a lot of damage, and he's not sneaking, so it's going to be like a few damage.
That's 29 damage. I'm just kidding. It's 5.
Yeah.
None of them have dealt 29 damage to me so far, and they've been sneaking.
Yeah, I know.
You did what? 4?
Yeah,
5?
I'm sorry, 4 damage.
4 damage. You're
Yeah.
fine. See?
Havelock runs in from the other room and he goes, sneak attack! And hits the dude.
Leopold.
Finger
Xenesis
and
runs
baking
in.
soda.
Xenesis runs in behind sneak heal! And just fucking smacks Flea.
Gets smacked in the head with a sickle.
Leopold.
Sorry, I was just.
No, you're good. I'm just trying to
I'm-
get the combat wrapped up so everybody can sleep.
I'm gonna just unload on that with Grace.
Do it.
So that'll be 12, 9. So
Alright, the first 2 shots kill him.
I guess I'll spin the other one around and
Yeah, curve your bullets.
shoot him. I'll use it. You know what? Fine. You know what? You want to bring
Oh
that
my
up?
God.
I'll use a great
Do it,
ricochet.
do it.
I'll ricochet it
course.
off of his sickle into this guy. Which, since I got the killing blow, it doesn't cost me anything anyway because I got a grit
True.
back
Alright.
immediately. So there we go.
Plea.
I, feeling much more enervated, I step over here and grab my friend who decided to attack me.
Nothing stops the hug train.
Say, it
Oh,
might not be enough.
I figured you'd punch him to death. Alright.
No. 23.
No, he's
Grapple.
gonna
It might
do
not be
the
enough.
cool way. The slow.
CMD is going to be on the 3rd page, 18, so you do make it.
Cool. He's grappled.
Alrighty. He is going to try to convince you to let him go. Give me a will save.
Okay. And this
He's
one
not
is an
using
enchantment, so that is a 18.
He's not using the spell. He's
No.
just
Those
asking.
will saves. You're like barely clinching it every time.
Alright, and this other one is running out of options.
You don't say.
Yeah, I think he will. Fuck.
Who's he gonna fuck?
Everyone.
Himself.
His eyes begin to glow and his body explodes. No, I'm kidding. I think he will move over to Leopold and give him the old attackers. That is going to be a low number, 15.
That's not gonna.
Ilix.
Ilix is going to 5 foot forward, and she is going to make another deadly attack, or deadly aim attack against that boy. And really fail that last one. Nope, wrong tool. Come on. There we go. Yep, 30. So I assume he's got some concealment from Leopold.
Yeah,
But,
he'll have soft cover, but I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, 25 to hit, 17 damage.
That is recorded. Havelock.
All right. Havelock's going to attack the dude right next to him. I'll shift protection to destruction.
Okay.
Not that will make a massive difference in the number of attacks it's probably going to require me. Ha!
Oh yeah, he goes squish.
Even if you're rolling at 1, you still do plenty of damage.
Yep.
Xenesis.
Well, I don't know if I should burn another.
Yeah, he's grappled. He's got a lower AC.
Oh, you mean like to just attack him?
Why not?
Sure. I'll pull here. I'll scooch over here. Wait, is that threatening the move? No.
I mean, you're good. You're fine.
Okay.
You gotta be
All right.
you gotta be in range to hit him if you're gonna attack him. So
Fair enough. I'll pull out my dagger and then I'll try to get him.
stab him.
Yay!
Xenesis, what do you have?
A knife.
A dagger.
No!
Yeah, you'll hit.
Okay, and then dagger is like 1d4.
Imagine the sheriff walking in on that.
Yeah.
Like
what in tarnation?
Havelock is just like looking around, surveying the bloody fucking massacre, and he's just gonna kind of think and go, man, I really hope these guys were evil. I really hope they were bad.
in the
This
corner.
went about as well as it could have.
In the corner, Plea is
Leopold.
holding a dude down, trying to stab him in the neck, while Xenesis is like stabbing him in the chest.
Oh, it's +2.
It's
Yep.
ridiculous.
Just alternating like chest back.
Yeah.
It's like,
Leopold, go ahead and roll me.
Yep. I don't know if that third attack hits or not. It might.
Touch AC.
It's a 14.
Yeah, he'll hit.
Okay, so 9, 12.
So we've got to teach you how to put your dagger attacks into roll 20.
So
Yeah.
32 damage on this dude.
Jesus. All right, plea.
I roll to maintain and pin, so that is a 29, which is more than enough. So I could grab. And this one takes 19 damage, and then
Yeah, he
hopefully does not
dies.
succeed a 29 fort save.
Yeah, he dies.
There we go.
Sure he does.
Probably
That's
should've
how
left
it's
one of
supposed
the
to go,
bars.
guys. It's supposed to be that painless.
Yep.
Well, for
He's
us,
just like, it's like that fucking episode of Realistic Pokemon where it's like, it's on the ground.
shh,
That guy.
don't
What was
don't
that?
struggle.
That guy's still alive.
Turnovers over.
He's
Just
not supposed
laying
to
there.
be.
Yeah, I
okay.
killed him last round.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's X'd out on my screen, but that might have been. That might have been a different token. Hold on. Oh, yep. I think that was on the GM layer. There's another one in there that I removed because it's nighttime.
Cool.
Death. Blood.
Let's loot the bodies and then call it, and then come back.
I gotta get out of here. So
Yeah.
We can loot and stuff next time.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
Thanks for putting this together so quickly,
Yeah.
so that I can play
Can
Tanner's
we-
game next week, so that I
No
can be
problem.
gone
Yep.
the week after.
pistols firing,
Or
touchdown.
because I'm not gonna be here
good
next
job.
Thursday. Yeah. Also, Zoo had made a mention about the weekend, a week of July
4th
3rd.
of July. Yep.
I think that is supposed to be Doll's game on Monday. Would be July 1st instead of Wednesday. So
Well, I didn't know if this game is every other Wednesday.
yeah, this game is supposed to
Yes.
be like the 26th is when it was supposed to be, but I asked Darp and Tanner if they could switch just because I'm gonna
Right.
be
So it
busy
would,
next
it would
Thursday.
be like whatever the week after the 3rd is. The 10th?
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. So
Next
the next
game
time we
would
would
be
play
the 10th.
this game would be the 10th.
Solid. All right. Makes sense. Awesome.
Cool.
I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I
Yeah.
gotta be out of town by 6:45 tomorrow and in Norman by. So
Good luck, man.
Oh wait,
yay!
you're
Who
going,
the hell
you're
is
going to
Drive
them.
safe.
Tanner, who the hell is
What?
Norman?
Right. I don't know, but I gotta be in him.
Nice. Well played.
All right. Catch y'all later.
Good night.
See
Later,
ya.
Tanner.
Bye.
It is.
Yeah, thanks for bearing with me on a lot of that because I had to wing some of it since it was
That's Well, you
were-
short notice.
You were also saying like fucking. You said something about stat blocks being on different pages.
Yeah.
That's the fucking worst.
Well, so there's the map takes up half the page, right? And so the cultist, the stat block begins at the bottom of the first paragraph, and then it continues into the second paragraph, which is broken up into a different section, and then it continues on to the next page.
Ew.
It's really bad. Like, I appreciate having a map, but could we maybe put the stat blocks on their own page? Like, could that be a thing? And maybe give me art for everything so I don't have to spend so long looking all the time? Is that too much to ask? Anyway, good game. I enjoyed.